Hello everyone, good evening and happy Wednesday. It is time for time to accidentally click on a tower. It is time for some more no, not Citizen Factorio. It is time for some Dyson Sphere program. Let's try and get that right. So, welcome to Laurence Plays, where we're going to be spending the rest of the evening playing Dyson Sphere program and trying to remember what I was doing last time and where it was going wrong. So, as far as I remember, there were a few crises, should we say? One of them was that I seem to have stopped launching Dyson Sphere solar sail things, so I'm running out of power absolutely everywhere, which is kind of unfortunate. Another one is that I seem to have run out of titanium, which is what's supposed to be coming out of one of these towers. This. It's what's causing there not to be any of this one. So I need to go off and find out why we don't seem to have any titanium. I need to go off and find out why the Dyson Swarm launch matrons have stopped working, and I need to come and there are a couple of things. Oh yes, with the dice with the there's a couple of other things I want to do. One is to start making these with the alternative recipe, which uses these purple crystal thingies instead of massive quantities of stone. So let's see, where shall I start? Oh, the other thing was to try and start making the Bucky tubes slightly more effectively out on the other planet, other solar system, in fact. So let's grab those up and see. Let's see. So over here, this is where the stuff flies out from in order to go over to be turned into the solar sails. So we are, yeah, as predicted, we are very, very short of these things. These are not a problem. In fact, one of the other things I should be doing is stopping making those down here on Norvis, because it's much more efficient to import them in from the other planet where they're being made in much, much larger quantities. So I think I want to nip over here to here, yes, here, and I want to, yeah, let's do this the easy way. Let's come over here and drop in a big tower thing over here. Hello, Gort. Oh, and also hello, Alexander and Floros as well. I didn't say that earlier. I do apologise. Put in a tower in about here like that, and we'll tell this one to do Bucky sheets, remote demand. Bring me lots. You're going to need some of. Oh, you're going to need boosty. Oh, no, it's alright. They're being brought in from the other end, so I don't need to worry about putting in boosty things for it. Okay, that's alright then. So bring this around here like that, and then I can set this to export the Bucky sheets here, and that will mean we'll stop building them here because this belt will be full of them coming out of here, except it doesn't have any power. There we go. Yes. Yeah, so this will now bring in 6,000 Bucky sheets from abroad. They'll all get dumped into here, and it is possible they're linked. Yes, I'll be going over and checking that out in a moment. Hey, Bahamut. Yes, unpronounceable names. You could be right that the reasons are linked. I wouldn't be entirely surprised. But well, yes. Anyway, when these arrive, they'll flow around there. We'll stop using up all of the valuable coal and everything else over here in order to make those things. So that'll be good. That'll be good. So let's get now. I think it is as discussed. Going to be very important now to go out and have a look at. Oh, here come all those things from hyperspace. To go over and have a look at Silly and find out what's going on over there and why it's all got a bit, well, silly. So let's head over there. No, more up, please. There we go. And fly over there. Bit more speed. Going that way. A bit more. Ooh, don't fly into the gas giant. That'd be bad. Well, it wouldn't actually be bad, but it would be. It wouldn't be constructive where I'm trying to go. So hyperspace. What do you mean, why am I on Factorio? Did I forget to update Twitch or something, or are you asking why the planet's called Norvis? If you're asking why the planet's called Norvis, it's because I didn't want to rename it because I renamed it to Norvis so I didn't get confused. Okay, so I've got lots of the guns firing the solar sails out at the moment, so that isn't an issue. I believe the reason I'm short of them is I'm pretty sure because I don't have enough of the photon combiners being brought over here. So over here, what have we got? We've got. This is completely full of titanium. So I don't know why I've run out of that. That's weird. You've got your It's got its logistics vessel, so that should be okay. Over here, yeah, we are granted. We don't have quite as many of these as I would like to have, but whatever was causing that problem seems to have solved itself. So I am confused. I don't know what's caused that to be. I don't know what's caused that to have an issue there. But for some reason there was a massive drop off in here over here. Now I still think it's probably I did not notice it getting stretched out. That's really cool if it did though. Now I still think it's probably due to the lack of these things, the photon combiners. So I am still going to try get those made elsewhere in much more efficient ways. By elsewhere, I may actually just mean here, but then being passed around. We shall see. But either way, that's something I do want to fix. That's still on my to-do list. But I don't understand why there's a titanium shortage, because that's titanium ingots. We've got full 10,000 of them here. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Right, what was I saying? So I think I'm going to have to go back over to Norvis, because it looks like, looking at this again, let's look at this once more, just in case I've done something stupid. We've got full of that. Local supply and remote supply both turned on. We've got some logistics craft here. Now they are a little bit busy, sure, but they are basically flying around and there are 3 of them, and there were always 2 of them available. So I don't know why this isn't being transported. Maybe I've screwed up some other way? I don't know. You're quite right, Miles. I am. Yes, you're spot on. I'm short of stone to make the glass, which is why I'm short of the photon combiners. That I understand, and I'm okay with that because it makes perfect sense. What I don't understand is why I'm short of titanium alloy back on Norvis. So I'm going to go back over there and have another look, because this is disconcerting being shot at like this. So yeah, let's go back over here and try and sort that. Try and work out what's going wrong over here. Because somewhere on this planet we're making titanium alloys and we don't have enough stuff for it. Is it no, it's not you. You're making miscellaneous crystal and things. I'm not very good at finding things on my planet, unfortunately. This is because it's a sphere. I haven't managed to get the grasp of where everything is. Right, here we go. Titanium alloy. You don't have any. I bet I've only left it on. No, that's the wrong one. Not that tower. Must be this tower then. Yeah, it's doing remote demand, and it's got lots of logistics vessels, but that shouldn't matter. Oh, that would help. That was. Now I feel really stupid. That's probably a leftover problem from back when I was trying to empty all of the stuff out of this interstellar logistics station in order to switch it over from doing all of the things. Before this was making Bucky sheets and Bucky tubes, so I was trying to empty it out. So I probably told it to stop ordering stuff like that, and I didn't put the maximum back up again. Now I feel kind of stupid. On one hand, I feel kind of stupid for making that mistake, but on the other hand, I'm quite glad it wasn't a more serious issue. Hello, Johan. Welcome. Grumble, 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 grumble. Oh well, at least now we've got some, well, there'll be some on its way over. If I flick back over to space view mode. What's that? Is that the cloud of all of my logistics vessels going over to go and get all of the titanium? Maybe it is. I'm not sure. But anyway, that has solved that problem. We just need to wait for them to come back in again. That's the problem with repurposing an existing factory to make something else. It's a bit easy to screw it up. The thing I'm most puzzled about here is why it worked for a little while, because I've made all of these and the other sort of 4,000 of them that are over in the rocket area, and yet somehow, but I don't know where the titanium came from for those. So that's a bit weird. I don't really know. This one is supposed to be zeroed out. Actually, in fact, let's just do that, because that's not supposed to be doing Bucky sheets anymore at all. Clear that one. Right. So now, I keep pressing escape to get out of that menu and forgetting that actually, when you're in map mode, it takes you out of map mode as well. So now we should have some titanium arriving soon. Oh, here it is. Boop, just like that. Now, yes, here we go. Here there is now a nice flow of titanium coming out here. Probably mostly double stacked. There's a few low ones in there, but after it's got sort of stabilized, it's got double category. You're seeing Factorio in the get. Game category. That's interesting. I thought I switched all of those over. Maybe I missed one. I did miss one. Yes. You need to remember to change it in about 3 places in Twitch, and you can't have it flick back and forth between the two. With YouTube, you say clone the last stream I did of this type. So you can pick out of the list of the streams. Twitch doesn't do that. You have to go in and reset all of the settings every single time. So I sometimes forget. Sorry about that. But yes, you're right. That did say Factorio, and now it doesn't because I have fixed it. Why would I suppose? Yeah, putting warp cores in them would allow them to go faster if they need to go further. That's not a bad idea. All right, let's put a smattering of warp cores in here as well. So just in case they do need to, just in case the things from here do need to go a lot further. So let's bring that down to 500 is probably plenty, but we'll do a local demand. Those can be brought over now. Good call, really. Yes. So let's have a look now. Look at the. That's going to take a while to fill up, so I'm going to ignore that for now. I'm going to slap down some charging towers while I have a think about my next step, like that. And now we're going to have now we're going to think about where I go next. So I want to go out and I want to get some of those purple crystals to allow me to sort out the power issues once and for all. So I've got Alsuhail has optical grating crystals. It's got 6 million of them, so that's a possibility. Praecipua has none, so that's useless. Targaryen, where I've already been, has none, so I'm not going to go there. This one has 800,000, so that's not as good. This one doesn't have any. I think I'm starting to get out of range now, or out of easy range. So yeah, okay. Looks like we're going to go to this one, Alsuhail, because that's got the 6.6 million optical grating crystals. So she'll head out and grab some of those. Yeah, I think I want to say the bots don't go into Stellar on normal drive mode. Let's see. Maybe they do actually. Huh. Yeah, that would be extremely unfortunate. Yeah, and as you say, they'd just be gone for approximately forever. So yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. So I want to head out to Alsuhail. No, whatever that planet, whatever that sun was called, with a load of mining drills. Which I've got here. A load of belts, which I've got here. Let's sort my inventory into some sort of semblance of order. I'm going to need logistics towers, that's those. I'm going to need a load of solar panels. Yeah, I've got a load of solar. I feel like that's most of the stuff I need. So solar to produce the power to run the mining drills, and I've got loads of pylons as well. To dig up the crystals, which I'm then just going to ship straight out because it's a 2-step process, and I might as well make the I might as well have the crystals available and not bother to. I think I'm not going to make the photon combiners out there in the other solar system. I think that would be silly. What other useful shenaniganry do I? What else could I need? I feel like that's everything. Right, let's go. Let's head out there. Actually, let's look at the solar system first. Oh, okay. Right. Yes. Right. That makes a lot of sense. Transport range of transport range of vessels. Yeah, this one. So I'd need to drop that down to I don't know, 4 light years or something, and then. Yeah, so all of these. Every single logistics tower I have needs that to be changed. Because that isn't a global setting. That's really frustrating. I'm not going to go around and fix all of those because life's too short. So Alsuhail. Let's view this one. So out here, which of these planets do I want to go to? So you have you don't have any crystals. You're a gas giant. You have the 6.8 million, right? So I want to go to this planet, Alsuhail 4. So, resources to make big miners. That's an interesting idea. So making the big mining drills takes these ones. A load of titanium things. No, that takes too many things. I'll just use the slow ones. It'll be fast enough because there's going to be lots of patches out there of them, I think. I'm going to need the warp cores to be brought out there, but I think, based on what I remember, I think I can request these to be brought into Stellar. Yeah, maybe I should have left it on Factorio. Maybe I'd have got more. Maybe I get more viewers that way. But no, I think lying to my viewers is not a way to get more of them. Um, I'm not sure you're right, Alexander. Let's see. So, leave maximum distance. The chat. Oh. If maximum. No. No, that's not what it says. It says if the maximum transport distance is exceeded, which is this one. This is transport range. Then the vessels won't depart unless they've got space warpers. So if this is set to infinite, then in theory one of the vessels could leave from here without a warper because it does that haven't exceeded the maximum transport distance because it's infinite. So according to what this says, and I've seen a lot of translation errors in this game, so I don't guarantee it's right. But what this actually says is that if you set it up like this, then the vessels won't leave if they have to go further than 2 light years unless they're equipped with a space warper. And they won't use the space warper unless they have to go more than 12 AU. So okay, well, I'll try and get it right, and we'll see how things go. Yeah, there's quite a bit of slightly inaccurate English in this game, which is a little unfortunate. It's not even maths; it's English in this case. And I accept that the people who wrote the game are not native English speakers, so it's fairly obvious from some of the text that comes up, but still, it's a little bit wrong in places. Oh, don't get caught by the gravity. No, I underestimated the gravity of the situation. There we go. Actually warm. Okay, well, to be honest, if the text in the game is wrong, then I don't even know what I can do about it. It's just it's not particularly solvable from my point of view. There we go. That one. Go to that. So I'm going to a new star system, and that means it's time for chat to choose a name for it. What shall I call the star system? What shall I call the planets? No, don't press that button. Ideally, it would be nice if there was some sort of theme between them. So, like in the last one, we had the planet we called the planet Targaryen, and then we called all of the the planets in it after Targaryens. That made quite a lot of sense. So there's a patch here. I'm not calling the sun Wubba Lubba Dub Dub. That's just silly. Excessively silly, in fact. I'm not calling it Mike either because I want it to be functional. Okay, so up here I'm going to need to put down a blueprint. How do I find blueprints? Do I press? I don't know how I find the blueprints I've made. Let's go over there at least because I'm going to need to be there to build it. Maybe, I mean, at the very least, we should go for a different Game of Thrones house, but I think possibly a different theme would be even better. Let's use the Polar Solar blueprint. There we go. So that goes there. Boop. It's a really nice blueprint. I like that one. It's also quite loud. Okay, so that's going to get me. That's what half the power I want to have. Now, where was that massive patch? It was no, that's not the massive one. Gallifrey is an interesting one. Gallifrey was the planet, not the sun, though, wasn't it? As far as I remember from my Doctor Who knowledge. Right, so I want to go this way. This way. But yeah, I mean that's certainly better than calling it Mike. Turns out pressing Control V also gets you your blueprints out as well. I discovered, but it's good to know there's another way of getting them. Sauron and then name the rest of the planets after. Yeah, could have Lord of the Rings characters. That would do. I think if it was Casterly, if I was going for a Lannister-based naming scheme, then based on the fact they're called the last one Targaryen, I'd have to call it Lannister. But there's no gold out here, so I don't think Lannister is appropriate. If I find a snowy planet, then I'll call it. Then I guess Stark would be appropriate. I could keep the Game of Thrones theme, I suppose. I was thinking of going for something a little bit more different. More different? Yeah. So I could go for Middle Earth, I suppose, and then have Lord of the Rings characters. I don't know any families from. I suppose Baggins would be the, and then I'd have Frodo, Bilbo, and so on. If I was going for actual. Actually, if I was going for a Lord of the Rings based family approach. And a little bit more solar, not Q, that's Factorio. Tower, and one more tower there. Right, that's power organised now. So we should have a decent amount of power available on this planet. So it should allow me to build up it and use all of the power I need. And I think if I set this up correctly, that's a titanium vein. I apparently did not set this up correctly. Did not go off in the direction I intended to, because this was supposed to go straight through the middle of these two ore veins over here, which I've completely missed. Well done there. Oh well, never mind. I mean, I guess I'll just do this, then come out this way from it. It doesn't really matter if my power backbone has a rib coming off it. Right, here we are. Let's set up a little mining colony. So put this one in here. It's going to get all of those. Eight's a good number too. One there to get another 8-ish. I think I said 8. Optical grating. Rarer things in the universe, you say? Well, there's quite a lot of it. Rare raw material used for making optical components. Yep, that's why I'm here. So we'll get all of that. There we go. And slap down some power for them as well, like that and that. And I think there was another patch just next door to this one. Yeah, there's another patch just over there. So we'll put in the tower that's going to take it away in about here. Like this. Not from map mode though, because that doesn't work. Put that there. And now technically I don't need to put power in these things, and you can just have have them as dumb towers which will be where the ships come out and power themselves and don't need to charge up from it. But I think it's probably better to power it. We might as well. And then over here we put down the belts, and we'll have one coming out of here, going across like this, and then into there. One out of here, like that, into there, please. There we go. From here, round. Okay, round like this, I guess. And also into there. And then this one can come round like this. Follow along the edge of that belt, because might as well. And over here, like that, and in. Oh yes, and I need to tell this one to be an optical grating crystal tower, otherwise it'll just sit there going, nope, I'm not having any of that. So they now flowing quite happily. Are all four belts flowing? Yes, they are. So good. Now we've got a nice steady stream of those coming out and going into the tower. You are iron. I mean, that might be useful later, but at the moment I haven't got a shortage of iron yet down on Norvis, so I won't build anything up for that until I'm ready. Oop. Spin. Can we get all of those? Not quite. So we'll get. Can I get them all like this? No. Right, let's get those three at the top, and as many in here as I can. So we'll get those ones. And I'll put another drill down here like that to get all of these. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get these with my standard 4 drills. They look a bit too spaced out. Oh, maybe I will. One there, and then one in here. Here. There we go. Okay, it is possible. It is possible. And then another set of belts coming out of here. No, yeah, I want you to go in this side like that, and like that, and then that, and we'll bring one, and then bring the one out of here. Bring it around this way, and in there. Now we need power, 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 and charging. Okay, how are we doing for power on this planet? Even with me charging, hopefully it'll still be okay. Okay, with me trying to charge up my robot, not so great. But otherwise, it seems to be all right. And this tower has now it's half charged, so it's getting there. So the tower will need. We'll also need to request some warpers. So we'll have some warp cores. There's these ones. And I don't want to request that many. I want to request 300. And this is going to be a remote demand. And then we're going to do a remote supply from here. Yeah, so those are being brought out. Excellent. And then I can put into here. I can put a stack of these. There we go. And I'm going to put in a stack of these bots as well, just in case I need them later. I'm not sure what else for. Oh yeah, it should be some sort of pun on some sort of optical pun, shouldn't it? Really, or crystals, or something along those sort of lines. I think I call it spectacle. Come on, chat, don't fail me. I need a pun from you. Not that one. I'm going to rename this one first. What's known for lasers or some sort of fantasy or science fiction lasery things? Oh, what are those crystals in Star Wars that they used to make the lightsabers? I feel I should know this. And where do they come from? What's the point? Yeah, there was the town in the beginning of episode. I can't remember which one. 3, the one that got wrecked by a Star Destroyer. I keep trying to say Bespin, but it's not. Oh, they're called Kyber crystals, so we'll call this planet Kyber. And then hopefully at some point we'll remember what the someone who's a better Star Wars nerd than me will remember what the planet's called they come from. Oh, is it Kyber without an H? Okay. Right, so how we do? Yeah, we're doing. How we do? Yeah, this is filling up nice and quickly. Pleased with that. Okay, so I think that's working quite nicely. For my next trick, I shall head over to Targaryen and start making the Bucky tubes there. So yeah, I think we are done here. Now I need to go back to Targaryen view, and where is it I wanted to go? Was it? No, Daenerys was digging up the oh wait. No, spiniform stalagmites were made. Those are the ones that are made into the tubes. But mostly I came here for the fire ice, which I can't even see on this list. That's weird. And then I didn't go to Viserys because it's a silly and dangerous, crazy place. So presumably it was out here where I started digging up fire ice. What is it you make the this out of? Right, oh yeah, so you make these out of fire. Okay, so it was here. Yes, it's this one. I need to come out here. Oh, remote supply. Thank you. I'll do that in a second. Yeah, so I'll go out and start turning some of this fire ice and use up the titanium to make the Bucky tubes using the other recipe, because I think that's going to be very worthwhile. Yes. Though it is remote supply and local supply, but remote supply there particularly, which is the important one. Yeah, so that's set up. That is set up properly. Okay. Oh, I didn't press the thing to say I need to go to Targaryen. Targaryen view. So yeah, I wanted to go to Rhaegar. That one, indicator on. So that's That way. Speed up. It's 3.5 light years, so definitely need the warp to get there. I'm glad there's quick ways of getting around this place. 1/2, 3, 2, 1, 30, 20. You do slow down as you get closer, I note, which is a good thing. Rhaegar. Is that one? Still 3 AU, apparently. Ooh. Pull up and touchdown. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was messing around with last time, and I presume, is this tower actually full? No, it's not. There's not a huge amount in here actually. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. It's because I just requested a bajillion what do you call it? Oh yeah, I didn't really look at power properly after I stopped charging the mech, did I? Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. So what I was thinking is that I did have I thought I had plenty of these, but then I've just requested 10,000 of them over on Norvis, so that's drained the entire supply. Now it's not filling up quite as quickly as I would expect it to. What's the capacity of one of these things? 600. So we'll see when this gets to 600. Let's see if we suddenly lose another load of them, because I suspect we're actually getting through these fairly quickly. In which case, maybe I shouldn't be starting to turn them into Bucky tubes. I'm not sure. What I could do is have these go into a Mergimatron here and set up a priority thing. Let's do that. So let's get rid of a bit of that there. Put in a splitter. That's not a splitter. There we go. That's a splitter. It started saving, and that threw off what I was trying to do. I want to upgrade that, and then do that. And that, and that. There we go. Now that'll flow through. Nice and quickly. And I want to prioritize that output, and then I want to have another output from here that goes off round like this. Oh, that kink is due to a what's name line, tropics line. So what I want to do here is this recipe, and this is presumably done. Yes, it's done in a chemical facility. Did I bring chemical facilities with me? Yes, that's a spray coater, Laurence. Yes, I did. There's loads of them here. So my plan is to actually put this belt going up the other side of it, but never mind, we'll do that in a moment. I want you to do that. Yes, that's the right one. So bring that out along here and round here, and off into the wild yonder like that. There's a large quantity of titanium available here, which is convenient. Oh, this planet being able to power... You might be right, actually. Let's check that out. Power... generation capacity is 31, demand is 40. Okay, yes, you're quite right. We do need a lot more power here. I should probably get on with that as well. Let's do that now while I actually think of it. So I think the way to do that is going to be to put in another ring of solar around another ring of polar solar on both sides, of course. So we go from there round like this. So that's the 15 I can fit in. I can't get them any closer than this, can I? No, that's as close as they'll go. So put them in, and then another one, and another one. Ooh, to there. Then I should probably fly over to the other pole and do the same down there. I'll do that in a moment though, because I'm thinking about this at the moment. So yeah, you're doing... yeah, so... That's interesting. How are we getting overflow here? When I've got a capacity of 12 per second going in and 12 per second going out. I don't understand why it's overflowing. I guess it's if they arrive at exactly the same time. That's weird. That shouldn't happen. Oh well. Never mind, I guess. Yeah, the idea, yes, this is supposed to be an overflow for when this tower is full, then we get the extra ones that are coming through and start making these, because I don't really want to. There are other places that are making these, so I don't want to make too many of them as if the tower hasn't filled up, basically. So another belt going along here and coming back, turning round and going. Oop, not too much. I don't think I did speed. No, I didn't speed up the input belts. The input belts are still yellows. It's only the output one that's green. Although for some reason all of this is green, and I'm not 100% sure why. I didn't mean it to be. Let's have a think about that in a second. By think about that, I mean let's have a look at the numbers. So it takes 3 Bucky sheets and 1 titan. Yeah, there's no point in these being anything faster. Let's drop those back down to be yellow belts again. So it goes from there to over here somewhere, and comes back again. There's a pylon in the way, of course. Many pylons in the way. Whatever. Okay, so that's got the belts in that I need anyway. So we want to be insert, insert, exert, like that. Then we can feed those back out into the other system. Now we just need to get titanium on this belt here. And conveniently, there's a patch of titanium like right there. So we'll do that. We'll use that one. Oh, so you think if I do upgrade a couple of bits of belt on the way in, maybe that'll help. I don't know. I get the impression that splitters are a little bit weird. Where was I? Oh yeah, so that's got what it needs now. So now over here, I need to put in a titanium mine. That's not mining. That's mining. In this case, I feel like I'm going to be able to get all of those with only 3 mining drills, maybe. Ooh. There we go, like that. Now let's feed all of those into a splitter, and then I'll have a smelting facility. So have a splitter there, then belts going from there into the side of that one, there into the back of it, like that, and then out of there, round here, and in there. We then need now. So silicon is one of those that's a bit slower to smelt, isn't it? Oh, okay. So there's a downgrade button. Oh, nice. I'll have to so you can use that, and then. Oh, I see. Nice. That's worth knowing. Thank you. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, mining drill. No, smelters. But I was going to look at how hard it is to smelt titanium. So you need to have 2 belts in and to get 1 belt out, and it takes 2 seconds per. So it's 12 machines. I've got plenty of them though, fortunately. They just about fit. I might need to divert that a little bit. So I want you to be doing titanium and like that. Copy across. Then let's see. So this is going to need to be a green belt coming out of here, like this. But only needs to be yellow belts at all coming out of here. So we are gonna have two belts coming along here. So I'll put in a splitter just for neatness sake, and then we'll have our output belt comes along here, goes in. There. Maybe. I'm not sure whether I want to do a remote demand. How do you do priority? Priority is something I would really like to have, but I don't think you can do a low priority. I don't think you can. Or do you mean prioritize it on the way out of? Oh, going into a splitter and on the way out here. It's not setting the tower to request a lower priority than everything else. Yeah, okay, that I could do. Yeah, maybe. I'm not convinced though. There we go, and then another one of these. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 across here. Of course, the pylon's in the way, because of course it is. Let's bring this round this way instead, because I'm going to need them to have power. Is there room between these? No, there isn't. Okay, we're going to have another one there and one there and one there and probably one there as well to power everything in this area. Okay, now I can put down another row of these. But actually, let's put down the belt first. It was here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So it goes across there like that. Then I can put in oh, grump. Let's just put those in first, then, and then I'll link them up as necessary. Right, and then right, and then you will come out this way, going up, and then round, and over to here, and then down. Yeah, like that, just like that. Then out of here we go. So we need to get to there. So we'll go up a couple. And then we're down again, and onto there. Right, there we go. Now that should start working. Oh, true. Side loading would work. Yeah, that's yeah, or as you say, splitter. I think this will probably be okay for a good while. There's 1.8 million titanium in there, and I don't expect to be using it up that quickly. Possibly famous last words, but I still don't. These are in the way. You go in there, and you say you want to be also doing Bucky tubes, so they'll get loaded in. We've got the ships there, we've got the warpers there. Right, so we've now got Bucky tubes available here as well. So not particularly quickly, granted, but if I could then run along here like this, then we'll have a few more of them being made. Only a few, because I haven't put power in for them yet. And we are going, and as discussed earlier, this planet is short of power, so I'm going to need to boost that as well at some point. But at least it's it's producing some anyway, and that's a good start. How short of power am I at this point, out of curiosity? Actually, generating 35 and using 20. That's not bad at all, given that everything is now theoretically running. We've got a decent number of the Bucky sheets now, so yeah, I think I was right. It's because I had a thing down on Norvis, no, somewhere, just demanded 10,000 of them to fill up. Yeah, it was on Norvis. So they all got taken away, and now it's sort of trying to catch up again. And it is. It's got to 3,500, so it's gradually getting there, even if 600 of them are already claimed. So yeah, I'd say that's working quite nicely. Eventually, this will fill up completely, and then all of it will flow out this way on the overflow. And it's not going to make it particularly quickly along here, but it is going to be. It is another source of those tubes, at least, which is going to be very, very useful. Now, what's the recipe here? The recipe is 4 seconds, and it takes 3. So if this was running flat out, then I'd be able to make 2 per. I'd be able to have 2 per second. So I want to have 8 machines if I want this to be able to run full speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's put one more in, just to have that balanced, and then we'll call it good. So extend that, and put one more of those in there. Excuse me. Okay, so this is going to... It's not going to produce a huge flood of them. It's going to produce like 2 per second. But I think that's it is a bit. I could drop the max charging power here, I suppose. Let's put that down to 150. 150 megawatts. Not that's going to actually make much difference given what the given the amount of power I'm generating here. I see what you mean. We do have spikes, which presumably are, as you say, from ships launching. Cella V. I think it's probably going to be all right. Yeah, the priority is correct. However, the splitter doesn't actually work. The priority, yeah. I think. No, I don't want to set a filter. I want to set a priority like that. So, I mean, I believe that's correct, but for some reason a lot of it is pouring out this side. That said, I don't think I mind, because this is, I was going to say this is filling up. I think it is, because it was on 3,500 and then 600 got taken away, so it is actually going up gradually. Let's put in another row of solar panels round the other pole, and then come back and see how it's doing, see how it's getting on. Because I think it's probably okay, but I do want to go in and have a look and confirm and just generally make sure that I'm not doing something stupid. I don't have any blue belts yet. Alright, come on, bots. Come back to me. There we go. It should work fine with green belts, to be honest, because there's two yellow belts coming in, and there's one green belt going out, and you'd think that would be okay, wouldn't you? Because the one's twice as fast as the other. That should be fine. And if I come along here, if I cut the belt X, there we go. If I cut the belt here, we don't get anything backing up on the other two. It's just that splitters don't work properly. That's all it is. Yeah. The problem here is that splitters don't work. And I don't think there's much I can do about that. I could update the blueprint. That's not a bad idea. Interesting, this belt is completely full. Cool. Yeah, right, let's do that. Not that one. The one up over at this pole is the one that's nice. Whoop. All of that. No, not actually not all of that. Actually, from here to here, this is weird. Polar coordinates are very strange. Which one are you? Yes, you're this one. It was here, wasn't it? Polar, solar, do. I should give it an icon, shouldn't I? Your icon is also going to be solar panels, if I can find the damn things. There they are, solar panels. There! Right. So I think this is... Yeah, I think what I'm probably going to do is just hook this up to there anyway, and not worry about the fact that the splitters don't work. True, I suppose, yeah, I could... I suppose, yes, alright. What I could do alternatively is get rid of that. Get rid of a little bit more of this. And then have green belt going from there to there. And from there to there. Oh, and then actually I should then put the splitter in here. Like, where is it? That one. Like this. Yeah, okay, there we go, and that should be functionally equivalent. We should have a full belt flowing in from either direction, but it will now actually properly prioritise the tower. And as you see, we've now got up to 4,300. The 600 about to be taken away, but that's still going to leave me at 3,700. So it's going to be quite a long time until we actually get any more of these being produced. You know, having said that, I sort of preferred it the way it was before because it was splitting them, um, and I do want it to be making these, but then also I feel like I shouldn't. I should try and stock up on the things that I want to have lots of. Hmm. Yeah, let's leave it. Let's leave it like that. That's probably better, really. Um, I'd like to be able to look at the other planet in here at Daenerys and see how many Bucky tubes she's got, because at the moment I can't really tell whether there's a sufficiency there or not. Um, there is a ship landing to come take some stuff away, so it should be. I mean, this is 12 per second. This is 6 per second. It's exactly twice as fast, but it's just a bit dodgy. So, meh, and never mind. Right, so now I think I'm good to go back to Norvis and start. Right, so what was I? What was I? Yeah, no, no, not back to Norvis. Sorry, back to Silly, and start pulling in the grating crystals there, and start turning them into what's Kalidus? Oh, there it is. It hasn't been renamed. Why have I not renamed Kalidus yet? Kalidus. There we go. Yeah, so I actually want to go to Silly and get that one set up to start making the photon combiners on site. All right, 4.5 light years away. Well, I guess I'm not going to fly there at sublight speeds. Let's jump. I was going to say jump to light speed, but I'm very, very glad it's not light speed because I don't really want to wait 4.5 years for my mech to fly across the intervening distance. It's quite a way. 12, 11, 10. Why is this using up my core energy? And it's on a postcard. I can't see where I'm trying to go. There's too many. I couldn't see where I was going. There were too many interstellar transport vessels that were just blocking my view. I think you're probably right, Alexander. I think it probably is as you say. Oh, don't have enough energy to turn on warp. Okay. Well, I'm burning fuel as fast as I can, so that will hopefully charge it up fairly sufficiently quickly. I could just accelerate fly over there the traditional way. That might be easier. There we go. I could make sails and ship them. I actually looked into that when I realised I'd made a bit of a mistake with the words. Yes, I could. I realised I made a bit of a mistake when I was shipping them out there because I should have been making them over on Norvis. But then I looked into it, and it turns out it doesn't actually matter because one combiner and one Bucky sheet produces 2 sails, so it's just as efficient to ship them in either format. There's no logistical advantage to shipping them one way or the other way. You Yeah, you might. There's no inherent advantage, but I mean, it moves some more of your machines off Norvis, I suppose. No, it doesn't. It moves some of your machines back onto Norvis, so probably even worse from that point of view. I probably should have just let that charge up and wait till I had enough energy to jump to warp speed, but never mind. 2 AUs at 1300 shouldn't take too long, right? We used to do this all the time back in the old days before we discovered warp cores. So yeah, we'll get there eventually. Mm, tower slots is a good point, actually. Yeah, I sometimes forget how limited those are. But also on the plus side, this does allow me to move some of the production off planet, and Norvis is getting kind of full. And as I expect to need lots and lots of these at some point in the future, probably even more at some point than I'm using at the moment, because I'm going to want to build up the Dyson Sphere as well as potentially keeping the Dyson Swarm up and running. I'm going to need a lot of them, so having mass production over on Silly is probably going to be useful. It's all right. I'm not driving. I'm just flying, and drinking and flying is much more acceptable. Right, where on earth am I compared to everything I want to go to? So that's just a silicon mine. This is where I want to go. So of course I am, as always, on exactly the wrong side of the planet for it. So over here, yes, here we are bringing in the Bucky tubes, and we're bringing in the photon combiners, but we don't have any photon combiners, so this is all ground to a halt. So what I need to do over here is bring in gratings out probably from this port, and then feed the photon combiners probably back into here, because why not? Then I can transport them away later. So let's head over there. I'm not going to have enough juice to get there, am I? Ooh, maybe. Nope, no, I'm not. Have some more hydrogen. Should be enough to allow the mech to keep running, and then once I get out over here, I can do the I can just set it charging up the normal way. Okay, so I've got loads of space going off in that direction, so we'll build out that way. So I'm going to go straight in with the green belts this time, at least to start with, until I realise I haven't got enough of them. Out that way like that. And you are going to start not... Oh! Bother. I could stop requesting them here. That might be a thing. If I'm going to be building the other things. Actually, I think more sensible is probably just to whack in another... Why is that pulling out silicon? I didn't want you to do that. Don't do that. There's no output set. There's no filter. No, I don't know what happened then. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in another tower over here. And you are going to bring... No! Oh, crap. Don't copy and paste like that. Stupid thing. Right, what I'm actually going to request here is these crystals. Remote demand, like that. And then give it some power. I hope the rest of that stuff isn't going to turn up. I should be very upset if it does. And a screen belt coming out of here, like this. I may also multi-stack this as well, come to think of it, because I'm going to want to make lots and lots of these photon combiners, and the photon combiners are made like this. Oh, and we're also going to need green circuits here as well. So you are also going to request green circuits, remote demand, like a load of those, please. The speed this is charging up at makes me think I don't have very much power here. Oh no, we're actually okay. In that case, I shall lurk around here and just steal some of it. It's just obviously just the amount of time it takes to pull in that much power from a from a single cable. So, what are you getting? Oh, good, you are getting the right things. Right. So, back to the main plot point here. So it takes 3 seconds in a... What's it make it in? It says cannot make it in a replicator, but presumably does it make it in an assembly machine? I think I'm going to assume so for now. Let's find out. I should probably paint these as well, really, shouldn't I? All right, let's request some paint as well. Paint to I want like 400 remote demand. There we go. Don't know why you've got those. You're gonna need those. And oh, you should probably request warpers too, because they're going to be coming in from a long way away. So we're going to have 100 of them. Remote demand. Boop, like that. Yes. Now the crystals will be brought over from the other end, so we don't need the warpers here, because the ships will bring them from the other end. But yeah, I might as well. So I want you to build these out. Oh yeah, okay, so we can do it with that recipe. Excellent. And that's going to take 3 seconds, and there's 12 per second on here, so we need 12. We need 36 of these machines. Let's put 18 down each side of the belt, because that's easy. But let's put in more belt first. I don't know if I'm gonna... Actually, in that case, you know what? I'm not gonna make this a green belt. I'm gonna cut it. Why is it outputting these? I mean, yes, okay, it needs to, so all right, but what this game is setting filters without asking, like that. You see what I mean? Why is that set to filter that? I don't know. So let's try what someone was talking about a minute ago and just downgrade that entire thing like that. There we go. And I need to take out a couple more pieces from here like that. Have some of that. What? Oh, I put. Whatever. Then I want the stackers here like this. Boop and boop. The green belt. Yeah, so we now need green belts going in, green belt coming out. A little, at least a little bit. And hooking up to the yellow belts, because that'll be double stacks from there on. Right, and then from here we can go along here. We put in another one. It's going to need to go all the way over here because we're going to want about 18 of these machines. I don't know if that's going to be far enough, but we'll try it and see what happens. And then on the other side we're coming back on this row, which is this one, so along here, and that can go into the. And it doesn't go into this tower, does it? It goes into the other one. We'll put that there for now. Actually, these are going to be a thing I'm going to need elsewhere, so I will feed these into the tower, and we'll say, yes, you are also going to be having them, and we'll feed them in and out as required. Right. Making progress. So now I need the inserters to put the ingredients in and the ingredients out. And I'm going to need power as well along here, like that, or more likely that. I did say I was going to paint these, so I need to put in painters along here as well. I've left plenty of room for that, though, happily. The painting booths are these ones. Doop, doop. And you are also going to be... Oh, yes, you're going to be... No. Do what I mean. Oh, I haven't put a belt in, that's why it's not doing it. Well, don't go up inside the machine, then. Come out first, and then go up. Stop! No! Stop outputting the wrong things! Oh, for goodness sake! I think I'm pretty sure what happened. No, I'm pretty sure what happened here is that I copy and pasted an existing tower, and that's why it's just brought it. And so it's. But it's done something very, very weird. And I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure I understand what's happened, but I do know that it's all very, very broken. So, a little bit puzzled. Okay, so there we go. We've now got paint on going on all of these. These are being made. Good. So now I want to try and fit 18 across here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13. Okay, that's 13 is not 18. For anyone out there who's struggling a little bit with the maths of this, 13 is not 18. But we'll see what we can do. This will come around here and round here. So we'd have one there. Belt like that, and like actually belt like that, and like that. Let's delete that and then copy that. Did I say 15? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. Oh, true, I forgot about the paint. Well, never mind. And power as well. Oh yeah, I always forget you can choose filters with by pressing tab. That's a good point. I should have done that. Is this going to reach? We're going to have power problems in here. No, we're not. We can put the pylon in the middle of there. Good. Right. So that's part 1-ish, and now I need another another lot of this coming along back up the other side. So that'll be another yellow belt. How big are these? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's a gap of 3. Okay. So a gap of 3. 1 to 3 means bring a belt along here. That 18 isn't going to be enough. Oh well. As pointed out, it'll probably be about enough with the paint. So I'll just put them in along there like that. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. Excellent. In fact, you know what? Let's move these pylons, because this is a silly place to put them. I can be far more efficient by doing... Well, somebody pointed out to me recently in one of these streams, and I sort of keep forgetting, is that you can actually put the pylons in between the machines like this. They do actually fit, most of the time. Not always, but often they do, and in this particular occasion they do, so I'm gonna make use of that. Right, there we go. Lots and lots of photonic combiner dooblies. Now we'll put in a pile of you guys. Oh, you've got a load of you guys already. Then over here we'll do, for these we want to do local demand and remote storage. So they don't get shipped out from here, they just get brought over like that, because I'm going to be... I mean, this is astonishingly lazy of me to bring them over like this, isn't it, really? Really, I shouldn't do it like that. I should let's run a belt, actually. We'll run a belt over like that. That's probably more sensible, really. I didn't press tab. It's going to have the wrong stuff coming out of it. It is having the wrong stuff coming out of it. Stop that. Bring those out. Grab. Put back in. So put... Fine. And now I've got some photon combined to put them in there. You end up with a lot of nonsense in your inventory in this game. I mean, to be fair, I end up with a lot of nonsense in my inventory in Factorio, but I have slightly more control over that, mostly due to being more experienced in Factorio. Put these in here. Oh, you can't. Put them in here. Right, that should now be more photon combiners than I can shake a very large stick at. The reason I want to have these being shipped remote, I want these to be remote supply as well. Here it is. This one, remote supply. Good. So these will also be brought over to Norvis as and when they're required. Let's turn this off. Just storage. There we go. There's no point in flying them across with the robots. That's just silly. So now this will gradually fill up, probably, because we've got a yellow belt and nearly 2 yellow belts going in, and we've got 1 yellow belt coming out. So this should gradually fill up. Yes, warehouses of shame are a thing. I can do them in this game as well. I just haven't been so much because I don't seem to have been running out of space in my inventory to quite the same extent. Mostly because most of the random things you end up with in your inventory you can burn like this to get rid of them and turn them into mech fuel. So a lot of the random nonsense I end up with in my inventory I can just destroy. I wonder if I can burn these. We'll find out later. Okay, that I think now. So now we should find that. Well, that's been a bit iffy, but I think it's now hopefully sorted to the point where we should be shipping these things out and launching them at a rate of knots. Along here we have the solid belts along here. We have a solid belt coming out here. Very nearly a solid belt coming out here, because as I say, for each one of these that goes in produces 2 solar cells. So, well, one of each of these produces 2 solar cells. So we have half a belt going in of each, and then we can will give us a full belt coming out. Now it's not quite full, but it's pretty close. Am I missing 2 outserters? Where? You need to tell me, give me a lot more clues than just telling me I'm missing 2 outserters, because by the time the message pops up, it'll be 5 minutes later, and I'll have run on to somewhere completely different. Okay, presumably from one of these things over here, since this is what I've set up. These seem to all be. Oh, I can't tell in the middle. What big miner production started? Oh right, yes, produce big mining drills. Yes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to instead of bringing these from Norvis, I'm going to bring them back down to Norvis, and I'm going to build the big mining drills up down there. So in this lot. Oh yeah, oh yes, there's a couple of machines missing them up here. Thanks, DSP. Glad that's what I'm glad you have the sense to just, I don't know, copy and paste things properly. Okay, let's get back to Norvis and start pulling the main thing is stop making these things down there. And then, yes, I can start making those big mining drills. And then next time I go off and do some mining shenaniganery, I'm already in the Kalida system. I don't need to zoom out that far. Norvis. Indicate. It's always on the, well, not always on the other side of the planet. That's very much confirmation bias. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll make sure I'll start making the big drills, and I'll make sure there aren't any of the other ones in my inventory. At least I'll stop requesting them. And then in the future I'll go off. Next time I go off and do a drilling frenzy, I'll set up some drills. I'll use the new ones. I think the next thing I might have to do might be to go out and basically speed up the production of solar sails even further on Scilly, because at the moment we're spitting them out at a decent rate. But when I start building more Dyson shell, then we're going to need a lot more of them in order to not just end up removing all the ones from the swarm. And we're short on power down here as previously. How bad is our thing? 47%. I suppose there are some big gaps in there, so I'm not hugely surprised, but that is a problem. Okay, I think my next trick then is going to be to put down a big solar field somewhere on Norvis. Now, up by the poles would be the obvious place to put it, but I've put my dishes there. So I think actually the pole is still probably a good place. So there's a nice big space. The other alternative is to go all the way around the equator with them. Putting them on the poles won't work so well because the poles are already taken up, so I won't be able to get as close enough to the poles for it to actually be useful. So what if I put on, maybe use this island, and is there one on the opposite? Yes, and this island opposite it. Yes, those two. I think that's probably a good way to do it. So that conveniently is just over here. So let's put down some solar. And I have lots of solar available to me, conveniently. So just put down rows and rows of 15 like this, because that's what I can just drag and do in one drag. And it looks quite nice and neat having having them like this. Have I run out? No, I haven't. Oh, there's water in the way. We shall not have a full row of 15 there then. I don't know how much power this is going to be producing compared to compared to the Dyson swarms that isn't producing enough at the moment. But at least doing this makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. Although it would help if I linked up to the power network. Boop. There we go. How are we doing now? How much power have we got? Still about half. Great. Even with all of these shoved in and pointing straight at the sun at the moment. This is a problem. Because I've got generation capacity is about half my consumption demand at the moment. So I don't really know there's not an enormous amount that I can do until, well, I mean, basically I just need this I need this to run for 15 minutes or whatever. No, it's more than that, isn't it? It's an hour and a bit for 9,000 divided by 60. Anyone? That's about, it's going to be about an hour and a half, I think. It's going to take a long time for this problem to go away and this to bulk back up again. Now it'll get there. None of the stuff that's producing the solar cells is reliant on Norvis anymore. So I think, I mean, it'll work, but it'll recover, but it will take until about 10 o'clock to do so, and that's quite a long time. Over here I was going to put in another solar field over here, wasn't I? Is this more or less the opposite side of the planet? So big solar field is there. Pretty much exactly here. And I've got 6 solar panels. Oh no, they've been put up there. That's fine. So over here, let's go up a little bit closer to the pole because this land is less useful. Why are you sad? Oh, colliding with other objects. Never mind then. Well, don't tell me I can build there if you're not going to let me, build there. Oh, it's the line of tropics making me funny. All right, that's kind of acceptable, but still, it'd be nice if it told the truth. I think I got those out of line. I think I don't care. I'm sure it'll bother lots of my viewers, but never mind. Sorry. Okay, there we go. We now have a load more power generation capacity. It's not helped, but we have some power generation capacity at least. Oh dear. So, yeah, I think all I can really do at this point is wait for this to... I mean, you can see this is now recovered. We've built up a nice tall stack there. This one's coming up here. It's going to be this bar is going to be just as high probably. It'll carry on building them across. So, yes, it's... I hesitate to say it's fixed, the problem is sorted, but it's going to be a long time until it actually until things recover and everything starts running properly again, because we've got this massive gap in the middle here, and that is a little bit weird. But let's go and start sorting out some other issues and things. So one of the things I want to do over here is stop this. Just stop. Just stop. I don't want you to make any more. Is that glass being used for anything else? No. I don't want to make prisms. I don't want to make photon combiners. Any of this over here. This is just not to happen anymore. Get rid of that. All of this, just no. Actually, yeah, all of that. And this gives me some space on the bus as well, which is nice. Where does that belt go? Okay, yeah, we can get rid of that as well. Wow. Right, so now I've got probably a lot of nonsense in my inventory. I have, but never mind. So, those were all flowing over to this machine, this thing here. And I want this to be a remote demand, but I don't want to demand that many. I want to demand 600. They'll be brought over now, it's fine. So this means we now have some of these photon combiners on this planet. This entire belt should be turned round, probably, to bring the photon combiners out, so we can do things like making them into big mining drills. There we go. 3.5 hours. Jeez. Really? That's a long time. Yeah, maybe I should go. I probably, in that case, that's worse than I realised. I probably should go back out and start making a lot more sales. Then, oh, 2.5 hours. Okay, that's still, that is what I would what I would probably describe as a long time. Gosh. On the plus side over here, what else are we doing? This is also bringing in the Bucky sheets, wasn't it? Yes. So, I mean, it's full. We don't want to bring them in. We don't want to bring them in here anymore. I don't know what to do with that. Let's not look. Oh, it's supplying now, so that's all right. Okay, well, it can work through those. And I'll cut this off here so we don't get any more of those being sent in for the time being, until I've decided what to do with it later. I think I'll probably use this for a local supply on this planet, and then these can just be fed back down here. And I don't know which way all these belts are going, but probably the wrong way. So there's going to be a lot of turning round to do in that to get that sorted out, but I'm going to worry about that another time, I think. Now I want to see how... I know we're short of power, and therefore it's probably not working as well as it might, but how are we doing over here? Are we making all of the things that we might want to make, like rockets? Yes, we've made rockets. Excellent. So now I can come in and I can put in a load of rocket launch silos around over here, and... except if I do that, then we'll spectacularly break the repairing of the Dyson swarm. I just need to go out and put in more guns for those. You're quite right, whoever it was said that, Flauros. Yes, more. I need to go out and then put in a lot more rail guns, maybe a whole second line of them, because when we start launching rockets again, it'll build up all of the Dyson sphere sections around here, and then eventually, and that'll mean that some of the solar sails that fly out here to join the Dyson swarm will immediately go down to here, where they only produce about half the amount of power, and that's not what we want. Now, granted, we are generating 600 megawatts from the... No, sorry, not. We're generating 138 megawatts from the Dyson shell. So, at this point, I mean... No, it's a sort of a... You can't be forward thinking enough, because if I bring all of these down into the shells, then we'll be even shorter of power, so it'll just make things worse. I think I need to start launching the rockets anyway, and then go over and just increase the number of solar sails I'm producing. That's probably going to be the way to do it. So let's try and find the rocket launch silos. They'll be over here somewhere, probably. Did I start making them en masse? I hope I did. I don't even know what they look like. What are you? You are 50 accumulators. Okay, so not you. Oh no, you're... Yeah, that's... These are... I don't know what these are. But they're not rocket launch. No, the water pumps. Okay. Maybe I haven't started making... No, and that's the what's the name? The particle collider. Yes. Maybe I haven't started making these automatically. Maybe I just made that one of them in my pockets because I wanted, well, one of them. Got the guns being made over here, so that's fine. I can take them with me. Oh, that's true. You're not wrong, Tristan. Any more solar sails would, yeah. So having some of them going into, yeah. If we look at this, once we get into this gap, having some of them going into the swarm and some of them going into the sphere wouldn't be the end of the world. I'm a bit short. Deuterium, well, and hydrogen to make it is one of the other things I'm a bit short of at the moment. So, I'd rather not. I think, to be honest, it's one of those things. If I just ignore it, it's a problem that will go away all by itself. So I think I might just be a bit. I might just ignore the fact that there's a problem, and in 2.5 hours there won't be a problem anymore. That's a good, rational, adult way of looking at things, isn't it? So over here, no, don't copy and paste them. You know what happens if you copy and paste them. Put in a machine here. This one we want to make the rocket silos. That's these bunnies, which is this titanium stuff. It's the frames which are being made in very small. No, they're being made elsewhere. They're being made in small quantities over here. You know what? Actually, all of this stuff over. Let's get rid of this rocket production facility. Let's get rid of this, and probably this. Let's check it's that as well. Because then all of the stuff that goes into making those also goes into making the launch silo. I think there might be a few exceptions and a few other bits and pieces, but yeah, if I put in an assembly machine here like this, then we can load it with this, certainly. Well, we can't because it. No, don't do that. That's ridiculous. Right, get rid of a bit more of this, and then have this drop down here. Get rid of this as well because that's outdated. Right, so I want to put in. I need some of that. I need some of that. I need you to know what you're doing. I need the frames are around here somewhere. Oh, they're over here. Ugh. Well, I don't need that or that. So we can run the frames along here. Give me that. Output onto there. Input from there. And pick up a few of these so it's not ridiculous. And lenses. Lenses are probably not going to be anywhere around here because why would they be? That'd be far too convenient. Nope, you're a green circuit. You're silicon. No, I'm going to have to spaghetti some lenses in here somehow. Lenses. Lenses? Nope. Lenses? No. Okay, where are the lenses? I know I've got some being made. What are you? No, you're some sort of glass type thing. Your paint. I know I'm making lenses somewhere somewhere off the bus for something. Oh, here we go. They're being made here. Oh, they're being made here and just chucked straight into a box. Typical. Okay. I guess I'll get them out of the box again and put them on a belt that will then spaghetti all the way over to there. Probably just by going way up and over the top of the bus because, I mean, why not? Let's have some spaghetti fun. So go up like that, and then up another 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, just go along here like this, way up in the air. All the way over to here somewhere. Why you can play? No, I'm out of building range. Oh. Okay, all the way over to about here. And then all the way over here. Yeah, alright, to here. Yeah, I do make them elsewhere, but I don't think I ship them anywhere. And I suppose I could. There is a tower like right there that I could have brought them in on. That would have been a possibility. Oh well. And then down here like that. Massive long spaghetti belts like that for a single purpose are entirely reasonable, aren't they? Nobody could possibly fault me for putting in something like that, even if it's horrifically ugly. Right, so now we've got the lenses coming around, and we can start making these things. That means I need to put them into a box over here somewhere, and then we are good. And I can come over and grab them as and when I need to expand stuff. Right, so we'll put that here. Sure. I know it's off what's name, but it's because there's a pylon in the way. You do not fill up to a complete box. That would be ridiculous. But we'll do that much. And then I'll put one. No, not you. I'll give the box a hat because that's what you do. There's the hat, box hat. And you get some bots. There we go. Have some fidget spinners. Right. Okay. So now here come the lenses. Are you now satiated? You are not, because there are because these things are being produced slowly. Probably because we're very short of power. We're back up to 2/3 again. That is an improvement, kind of. But yeah, this is running and gradually producing these frames, which we need to make the rocket launcher. Now, actually, this is potentially a good thing because it'll give the Dyson swarm a bit more of a chance to recover before I can start chucking in massive quantities of rocket launch silos and start launching those out. Why are you sad? Oh, because you haven't got. Okay. The other thing I was going to make was going to be the drills, the big drills. What do they actually need? Titanium frames, blue swirly things, blue processors, and those crystals. Right, most of that, I feel like that's all of the stuff that goes into this, minus the lenses. Or it's all stuff that's around here. So, what if I repurpose you and say, actually, I don't want you to make deuterium fuel cells. I want you to make mining drills. Advanced mining drills. Because, you know, it uses all of the same stuff. Except for deuterium, which so yeah, that's going in. That'll eventually arrive once we've made enough space rocket launch facilities. Got those coming in. So I need blue processors, which are here. Now my thought was I'll tell this one to request some of these crystals. 300 of them. Demand, please. Thank you. And those can be fed out here instead of deuterium. Switch that filter to crystals. The only problem is these blue processors now, they can't reach, but do that. It's a bit ridiculous, but I don't care. And then put that in there, like that. And then over here, well, I suppose I can say, actually, I don't. No, not you. You. Give me some of those. And then you can be a distributor for the big miners once we have some of them. There we go. Right. So eventually, this will start working. It's going to be quite a long time because for all of the frames coming out of here are going to get gobbled up by this thing until it's made a stack of rocket launch things. But I'm kind of okay with that. I think it's probably going to be alright. Hello, Scalar Summit. I'm playing with no mods whatsoever, apart from being a noob, because this is my first ever game of Dyson Sphere Program, so I'm playing it completely vanilla. Yes, you're right. If we have a problem with the power in Factorio, then it'll just magically go away because Mark will go along and put down another power plant, and we'll also have more. Okay, I was thinking I should do some science. Oh, I must. Sorry, I must have unselected the. I must have forgotten to unselect. So I stream Factorio and GTA as well. Factorio is very heavily modded. We're playing space exploration with Crastorio 2. GTA is also very heavily modded. We do a sort of a manhunt type game, and so YouTube has a system where you can have, you can say, I want this stream to be a clone of the stream from a week ago. So oh yes, it was. You're right. Um, oh no, oh yeah, yes, there we go. Yeah, YouTube has a thing where you can say, make a copy of this stream from last week, or from a previous time, and it'll copy all of the settings across. Twitch doesn't do that, so unless I actually remember to... so I keep forgetting to go in and unset all of the bits and pieces here and there. So, yeah, oops. Thanks, Laurence and Gort. Yep, that's sorted out now. So, yeah, this isn't actually modded. I'm just bad at remembering to update Twitch, because Twitch is difficult. Basically, Twitch seems to expect you to play one game all of the time. And if you do that, then you'll probably be fine. Everything will be absolutely hunky-dory. But if you don't, then you're going to have a bad time. I have a lot of nonsense in here. Let's get rid of that, and that, and that. You can't burn iron ore, sadly. Can you burn these things? No. Can you burn these? No. It gets rid of some of the nonsense that builds up movement. Is this fuel? No. This is fuel. There we go. Get rid of those as well. Okay, so back to Silly now, and I've got another 100 and in my inventory. I've got another, where are they? 100 or so guns, I think. Yep, more than 100 guns. So that should do me nicely for that. So I'll get that increased in speed. Then I can come back over here. Hopefully by then we'll have some rocket launch silos, and I can then start just. And I'll have maybe I'll have some advanced mining drills that I can pick up as well. So yes, that's my plan. Let's go silly. Silly. That one. So that, and boost. And lift off. Accelerate. You can see the steady stream of solar sails being fired out from Silly and to go on join the Dyson swarm. Yes, there are some. I'd say there are definitely similarities between DSP and Factorio space exploration. I'd say the depth is a bit different, but yeah, the general idea of it has some significant overlap. As in, they're both okay. Now go off and do things on a massive galactic scale. Where am I actually going? Where is my tower? Is it this one? Yeah, this is where I need to go. Yes, exactly. So similar, very similar general concept. Right. Okay, I don't need these things. Boop. Although apparently they were providing power, so I need to put some more of these in along here. Yeah, put one there as well for fun. Right. So I want to increase the number of these solar cells I'm producing. So, well, the first thing I'm going to do is upgrade all of these. That'll get me an extra third, I think. The next thing I'm going to do is put in even more of them along the other side. So we need a gap of 3. This is going to be oh, I see. 1, 2, 3 belt, like that, and then that. Annoyingly, the belt, I haven't put the inserters in very evenly. suppose I could... Okay, I'll put the assembly machines in, and then I'll find spaces for the insert. What are you colliding with? Oh, there's the dish is in the way. So do that, and then I need to charge while I'm waiting. So while I'm building, stick those down there, and I can then come along here and I can say, right, I need to put in the inserters all the way along here. And that's fiddly because we've already got other machines doing stuff over here. Oh, I can't see well enough. I'm gonna have to get closer. So that we need one coming across from there to there. Yep, there we go. The out exerter is easy, but the inserter is harder because, as I say, the way things line up. That felt weird, but okay. That one. And that one. Nope, there we go. And there. Did that? No, it didn't. That one. There we go. It saved while I was trying to put it down, so it got a bit confused. I can sort of forgive it for that. Saving is very confusing. Right, there we go. Another belt there. So what I'm going to do here, in order to make sure this works nicely, is pick up a chunk of belt here, put in a stacker, if I can find one. The belt's emptying while I'm looking. I don't want to. There we go, stacker. Put that in there, and there, and then over here, I need to cut another hole, and I put in a splitter like that, and over here. We'll have another. We'll have exactly the same over here, in order to get these things running a little bit. Basically, cram a few more of them out there, so I can go out and put more guns out without just immediately running out of throughput on the solar sails. Why can I never find stuff in my inventory? Where are the damn stackers? There they are. So hopefully that will now, because there'll be back pressure on both of these. That will now allow these to actually start, stacking. And yeah, they are. Okay, so now I need to basically go out and put in as many more of these as I can. Just fit them in like this. There's too much stuff. Maybe I need to have another belt going around with another row of guns. Yeah, let's do that. So start off like that, and guns just along. How close can I put them? Can I stagger them? Right, so I put them like this. This is literally as close as they'll go, and I still need to get the pylons in. But hopefully hopefully that won't be difficult. Yeah, okay, so I can put one there, and put one there. Doomp. When they wake up, put one there. And there. Right, there we go. This is going to be my blueprint for going all the way around the world with these guns. So I'll take that. These now. Can I have some information about where they're going to fit? Because I don't think they are. Yeah, so there's a gap like that. That should be all right. Yeah, do it. Yeah, that seems to have been okay. So over here, again, a gap like that. Just make it so. Save the deuterium fuel cells for later. Okay, so and now I'll do a larger copy and paste because I might just the more I do at a time, the more I can put down at a time without confusing myself, or the less thinking I have to do rather, because I can put one there. Yes, do it anyway, and then just walk round, and all of these will get placed. Now most of these are on the wrong side of the horizon at the moment, so yeah, they're not going to place quite as nicely as they otherwise would. That's in the wrong place, but that's okay. I can remove it. Put in another one, so it's going to go there. Yes, there. And this is the belt. Oh, the belt has joined up properly. Nice. And then over here with a gap. I don't care. Do it anyway. Oh, there's a an ore patch over here. That's why it's problematic. Okay, this is slightly. I'm gonna have to count something slightly different. 1, 2, 3 gap. 1, 2, 3. So that'll go there. And there. Oh, tall build. Oh, there's a. Okay, well, I'll come along. I'll come around and fix that after on the way round, and because there's a pylon, couple of pylons in the way of the gun turret going in place there, and then one there, nearly all the way around the planet. And fill in the last bit like that, maybe? No, it's not going to go. Well, we'll put in what we can. Right, which way are we going? We're going this way. And the idea is keep an eye out for any of the places where there are problems. So here, I could put in an additional one here. I think I'll just not worry about this, because I don't really want to bury the... I suppose I could just bury the stone patch, but it wouldn't matter. Right, you... All of these are in the wrong... You and you are in the wrong place. So I can put in now... Oh, what? Have I run out of guns? Really? Oh. Yeah, I've actually run out of guns. Awesome. Not really. Oh no, they're all claimed for all of this build around here. So I am 7 short for the build in general, but these are all going... It's bagsied all of them, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, right, that is not moving. Have I caused a power crisis? Yes, I have. Okay, maybe I should put in some polar solar. Right, so for blueprints apparently, yeah, polar solar 2. Use that. That goes there. Doom. Absolute bot frenzy as we put it down. As we get it built up. Oh, I don't have enough solar panels for one of these. Oh, I've clearly not been requesting those properly as much as I should have been. You bring power out this. Oh, it reaches. Awesome. I think I'm going to put an extra one in because I'm not sure whether it reached because of the non-existent solar panels around the outside, but that's definitely connected in there now. Are you connected to the rest of the system? You're not. You've never. Oh, okay. It's because I went through here and pulled up some poles. Right. That is some more power. Stack of those. But all the guns are somewhat dormant, which is this is potentially a problem. Because we're going to, as you see, we're getting a bit of fall off there instead of the massive upward spike that I was hoping for from these changes. That's a bit annoying. I'm not sure how else to get more power here. Actually, we have 90% satisfaction on this power grid. That's not so bad, and maybe it means if I... Oh no, I can't go off to the other side of the planet and put down another solar array because I've run out of panels. Hopefully these guns will work at slightly diminished capacity. Now they're all flashing red lights at me, which makes it look like they're just not working at all. Oh yeah. What's happened here? What has happened? What on earth has happened to that belt? And oh yeah, over here as well. Yeah. Oh, this is the new bit. Okay, I must have just missed those problems as I was going around watching it get built. Let's find out. So yeah, the original guns are all working quite happily. The new guns are red because they didn't have any ammunition. Okay, that's acceptable. I'm all right with that. Oh, and they also don't have inserters. Did this all get built in the wrong order, and so half my guns don't have inserters? Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, because I've got a bajillion. I haven't run out of inserters, not by. Oh no, it's dafter than that. It's because they were originally made with sort of inserter Mark ones, and I ran out of those, I think. I don't know where I got all these ones from, actually, given that some of them seem to be actually working, but okay. Apparently I had some inserter Mark 1s from somewhere. Maybe I ripped up a load of stuff down on Norvis and that was using the old systems. That's probably where that'll be where I got them from. Let's use them up quickly here where the speed doesn't actually matter. Get them out. Get rid of them, get them out of my inventory. Ugh. I mean, I suppose yes, technically I could upgrade them all, but oh, that's already done. Yeah, so we've had the standard problem here, I think, which is weird because I thought you didn't get that with blueprints. But the problem where you try and use you put down you copy and paste load of stuff, and if the belts aren't in there before it tries to put the inserters down, it just goes, well, I guess I'm not going to bother putting in an inserter then. You'll have to do without. Sorry. Now we're going to need a lot more solar sails coming around this belt because there's no way this is. I doubt if this is going to be able to keep up because I don't know how many more guns I've got than I had before on the previous one, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. So having merely slightly less than doubled the throughput there, I don't think that's going to cut the mustard. Yes, see, none of these guns have. None of these blueprinted guns, rather, have the inserters on them. And I can't put them down because there aren't any guns. Huh, and you can't walk through blueprinted guns. Interesting. I'm going to have to walk all the way around the planet again just to make sure. Yeah, because there's going to be a load more with them missing, like that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Ah. Maybe they're all missing from an earlier copy-paste, and then I copied and pasted ones with them missing. That might make some sense, actually. Although how any of my copy-pastes ended up with the inserters missing, I'm not quite sure. Given that the first few guns did have them. Probably not, but the initial blueprint was made from me copying and pasting another blueprint which did have all of the inserters. So I don't know why it's dodgy. No. Go. So yeah, they were all originally copied and pasted from blueprints that did have the inserters, but they were then probably after that they were copied. Oh, did I put in an along the belt one? Am I going to have to go all the way around the planet again and just find the ones that screwed up? This is probably okay now because I found some green ones. Right, let's head back and see if I can find the along the belt one that Tristan just pointed out. For certain values of just, because, you know, stream lag. Oh yes, there's one that shouldn't be. Shouldn't be like that. Okay, this is probably now all good. So we now should be launching crazy quantities of these solar sails. How far round are they actually getting? Well, these guns are firing. That's further than I was expecting. It's not doing badly at all, actually. That's a good 3/4 of the way around. Now, sure, or half the planet's in the dark at any given time, but still, that's doing well. How does it look over here? That's not as big of an uptick as I was expecting, but it's definitely gone up quite a bit. And I think it's probably going to carry on going up further beyond that. Does it tell me how many there are? 614 there. It was the previous 614 per however many seconds these things are was my previous typical current thing. Now it's got up to 900 already. So it's 50% higher already, and I think this bar is still growing. So yeah, we're chucking out a lot more solar sails now than we were before. So The satisfaction's gone from the sort of being around 40% to being up at 56, which still, granted, is not good, but it's a big improvement over where it was before. So yeah, I'm sort of reasonably happy with how this is going at the moment. We've got rid of a bit of this hole here, and there's another hole here, admittedly, but we'll see. We should be all right. Yeah, look at them go. Nice. So yeah, it's a lot of solar sails being launched now. So I think it's probably now time to go back to Norvis and start having another look at the system down there and trying to start launching the rockets, because with the number of solar sails I'm launching now, at least when it's keeping up, or maybe it's time to start actually trying to make more solar sails, because this is not keeping up. Maybe I'm going to need to quad stack this belt for it to get all the way around. So, how is supply? How are supplies? Supplies are looking good. Supplies are looking very good. Is there room to get more? Well, there's obviously room to get more stuff out of here. Actually, this is very, very full. There's one more output here, but actually what I can do is I can double stack these, and then we can make twice as many. So let's do that. Stackers. Stacker. Green belt. And wait, upgrade. All of you and all of you. In there. In there. Out there. And out there. Right, so there we go. We should now have double. Yes, now we've got double stacks coming through. Why are you sad? There we go. Right. Now we've got double stacks of both of them coming out. So this will easily produce more than we know what to do with along here. So the trick will be to then extract these two belts from in here. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this. This is just in the way. Bring them round here. Finish saving. Thank you. Now, when all of this is running flat out, this was producing most of it. This is producing a pretty full belt, wasn't it? So I think I'm going to need another output belt along here. Yeah, I'm going to want this. Oh no, I'm going to need a belt to be in the opposite direction, so it's going to be a pain. Actually, if I put this in first, like that, and actually it occurs to me I should paint all of these as well. So let's. There's an output. This is full. Is there paint over here? There is. Right. Next plan is get rid of that machine and all of that. Then put in some painters along here. I'm not sure why I didn't paint these ages ago, to be honest. But never mind. Better Nate than Lever. Then we have a belt coming out of here, and if you press tab, I can. Oh yeah, so yeah, as I say, I can choose through the things. Yes, things. What? No, bad. That was supposed to go up, like this, and then across like this, and then into these, like that. There we go. That's what I wanted it to do. Right, so there we go. That's gonna paint all of this stuff now as it comes through. So then over here, now I can copy this all the way along here. I don't know what's going to happen with the stuff on the other side, actually, but we'll find out. And then we'll put this in here like this to get me even more throughputs. Doomp. Nope. Well, actually, better idea. Let's copy a bit more than that. Let's copy all of this. Use that. Rotate it. Rotate. Oh, it's locked to the damp. Take 4. I don't know if there's any benefit to painting the sails. That's a good question. Answers on a postcard, anyone? Has that got the thing again? No. Right, so I can rotate that now. What? Okay, goes there. Like that, I think. I hope that's right. I really do. It is not. It did not. I did. Oh no! I know where I went wrong. Right. So what I need to do is delete these two belts up here. And fortunately, you can do that without breaking everything. So now you to here, up, down, all the way up here like that. And the same for whoop, got stuck. This one out here, up, down. I said down. Down, boy. And all the way through there, like that. That'll give me another two output belts coming out with sails on them, I think. Let's put another piler there, and another piler there. Let's delete this belt, because that's not a thing. And this can go into here. And squeege out around here. Yes, it can. Then I'll put in another cut here. Oh, this isn't going to fit. No. Because I'm going to need to have another set of these here, like that, and here, and here, I suppose. Then we're going to have... Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. No, I meant to be in this mode. I want to go from there to there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. Then we have a couple of combined these there, and I guess there, and then I'll try and squeeze in along here yet another one of these like that. Alright, now we link all the belts up, so that goes into there, that goes into there, that one into there, this one round into there, you in there, you in there, out like that. Phew. Right, so hopefully that will be potentially up to quad stacking them. As long as there's enough. Yeah, potentially it'll be able to quad stack them if there's ever any sort of shortage. What's going on over here? Why are we not? Why are these not producing? Well, firstly that needs to go into there, obviously. But why are you? Have you just filled up? And yes, you filled up, and you don't have any output inserters. Okay. I'm not quite sure why you don't, but I'm not going to argue about that for now. I'm just going to put them in. There we go. Right. I'm pretty sure I've got a load in my inventory as well. Yes, I have. I've got 84 of the damn things. Get rid of those like this. Kind of works. I haven't found a better way to dump a load of stuff onto a belt yet, because in Factorio you can put them into the output of a machine. In this game you can't do that, so yeah, I don't know. Basically. Right, so we now have, hopefully, we have four healthy chonky belts coming along here. So we should have double belts coming out of here, in theory. Once they start to get any sort of back pressure at all. Which they aren't, but never mind. And how high are these getting stacked? 2s and 3s. Which isn't... I mean, the idea is that everything flows through at maximum speed. Let's do some belt upgrades. Particularly all the way through the middle of here. But not that one, because I won't have enough of that. think I've done this wrong, come to think of it. I think the correct way that I've done it before is to merge two belts that have been stacked and then stack them again, rather than stack, and then... yeah, this is not ideal. Small box on top of the splitters. Can you? Ooh, that's interesting. So if I put one of these on here, I mean, yes, I can, but... Oh, I see. Don't put them... don't do that. 0. Take them out again. Take them away. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's interesting. Let's see if I come over and put that box. Oh, I don't have another splitter in super. Interesting. Thank you. My testing it made it worse because, of course, because it filled up like that, which I should have expected it to, but I didn't. So yeah. But thank you. That's worth knowing. Now I think, yeah, as I say, I think I did this wrongly. Interesting. Yeah, because there's more machines on this belt than there are on the other one, so it's not symmetrical. But still, it is getting a decent flow. We've got ones and twos and sometimes threes coming out this way. We've got a decent flow of them coming out this way. Eventually, hopefully, it'll get all the way around the planet, and we'll just have more of them than we know what to do with. At the moment, it's got this far. Where are we? Okay, by the iron mine. Sorry, I shouldn't lean forwards like that, should I? It's a bit much on the webcam view. Oh, and I've just noticed that on YouTube, if my webcam's in the bottom right corner like that, it's got the channel logo over my face. Although probably if you're watching at a decent resolution, which I'm not, then it'll look slightly more sensible. Right, how are we doing now? 75% satisfaction. Nice. Okay, good. I think this 75% is the sort of point where I think it's probably okay. You've got enough power to keep the whole base satisfied. So I think that's probably quite good. Okay, so painting the sails apparently means they'll be launched faster, but it'll take more energy to do so. That's probably potentially going to be useful later. I suppose I've got paint sort of in the vicinity. It's over here. I could bring it over here and just whack a painter on the. I'd better be on here and on here, I suppose. Say it launches the sails faster, so it just sends them out quicker. You launch the same number of sails but more quickly. No, each sail still counts as one sail, but they go up more quickly. So I think that makes a certain sense. But I think I'll leave this for now. How are we doing for power? This one's only 2/3 satisfied. That's interesting. I don't know what to do about that right now. Yeah, that's a probably good idea. A good idea, Alexander. I do need to draw more squares for the Dyson sphere, but I need to an extent. I also need to have more. I could put in a couple more over here actually. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's draw some more. Dyson sphere. So build plan. I want to go from there to, I suppose, let's keep the pattern, I suppose, like that. Over here, do the same. And here I can build a square up like that. And finish this one off as well. And then I can go, you're an area, you're an area, you're an area, you're an area. I could do another 2 over here, but actually I don't want to do too many because these are going to pull in quite a lot, and I still want some of my launch solar sails to end up staying in this swarm, because I'm still using them for power. So yeah, that'll give it a bit of a kick and allow it to pull in a load more. We should see them fairly soon. We'll see the ones that are coming in and arriving. We'll start to pull out and go into the backs of the thing. So yeah, let's get that running. Now let's head back to Norvis and get those rocket launches going, because I'm hoping by now the power problem is going to be mostly solved to the point where things should start being able to run. And also, so we'll have extra power available, enough power available on Norvis for things to actually run properly. So I think I can now start getting the rockets launching, and hopefully in the time I've been away, we'll actually have made some rocket launch silos. Overshot. Steer. Land. There. Boosh. Right, where am I? I am... Okay, I'm over here. Oh, this is where the rockets are being made. This is not where I wanted to be, but it's an interesting place nonetheless. You get, yes, you get more, you do get power from the ones that have been put into the squares, and they do last forever. However, you only get half as much power per sail, I believe. I read it somewhere, it must be true. Yeah, you made 7 of them, nice. You get half as much power per sail from the ones that have gone into the into the Dyson sphere, as opposed to the ones in the Dyson swarm. So over here, somewhere. No, over here. Yes, here we go. This is where... Bleh, camera problems. Sorry about that. This is where we're making the rockets. We've got lots of the rockets. So over here, I'm going to put in the launch silos. In fact, let's extend the belt first. It's you, isn't it? Yes, it is. You come over here. This is going to be my spaceport. So we'll start putting in these things. It's a bit big and ridiculous, but never mind. What does it need? It needs colliding with other objects. What's it colliding with? Seriously? What are you colliding with? I can see how it would have need... Oh! Right. Oh, I see. Huh. Right, the pointy, sticky, outy bits on the front will get in the way of of the belt. However, I try and build these. Okay. Well, let's foundation this area for now, and then we can sort that out. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's definitely worth getting as many of the. It's definitely worth having them in the Dyson sphere because, as you say, they don't deteriorate that way. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on now. I don't know how big these rocket silos are. They're pretty big, so let's claim a lot of land. Okay, let's try and squeeze some of these in now. So I can put one there, 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 there. Each one of these is going to need a splitter. Well, I wonder. I'm guessing that the inserters aren't going to be able to reach quite that far. Oh, it can. Oh, alright, fine, we'll do that. That's much easier than I feared. I was thinking I was going to have to put splitters in all the way along here, and that would be a bit... getting a little silly, but apparently not. It seems to be okay. Right, and you can have all of my rockets. Synchronized launching, nice. Boom. Autosave. Oh, where are they? Oh. Oh, they've already flown off towards the sun. Are they all going out to completely different docking points? I think they might be. That's a little silly, but never mind. I'm okay with that, really. All right, there we go. So now we are building with stuff, and if we go over to this interface, we can take a look and see. Look at all the that's actually rather a lot of solar sails. I might have overdone that one a little bit. But how are we doing here? So we've got 93 out of 100. Actually, these are getting close to finished. The gentle trickle of rocket launches that I've been doing is actually it's been gradual, but it's got to the point where yeah, the gradual trickle of rocket launches I've been doing has actually meant I've got to the point where we're now sort of ready to... What's that hitting? Oh, it's hitting itself. That's helpful. Let's put 2 in then. And now we're hitting the pylons. Let's get rid of those again. Or rather than getting rid of it, let's move it over to here. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of it first, but then I can put one in there. And then same over here. Like that. And there. And then we've run out of land. These things are a bit funny to build, but never mind. Let's put down a bit more landfill, and then I can get the last couple in. I think I had one more. Right, there we go. All powered. We have now ripped through all of the rockets I'd made, which I suppose is not surprising. Look at the rate they're going at. I might have overbuilt a little bit here. What's the limiting factor? This, which is this, which is... Oh, yes, I remember. I'd run out of deuterium. So after all that, there's still a problem. Oh, okay. So you can feed... Oh, so feed across from... Woo. So feed across from there straight into there and just pass the rockets down. Yeah, I suppose that I can see how that would work. Right, let's go and get some more deuterium because that's the current problem. Now, I think frequently, or at least I try to, I do have a big deuterium production area. So the question is the big deuterium production area not big enough, or have I run out of hydrogen? So here's the big deuterium production area. There seems to be quite a bit of hydrogen flowing into it. We have we're basically full of hydrogen here. Okay, so, and that's quite close by actually, so it's going to poke. Sorry, my camera pointing is clearly drunk. No, it was over this way, wasn't it? It's this one. Yes, here we go. Not far to go, I think. Yeah, so we've got this massive chain of fractional distillerizers, and it's producing a steady stream of it's producing this steady stream. We are producing an entire green belt of deuterium. Gee, we're producing an entire green belt of deuterium, and yet somehow it's just going straight back out again. What? Where's it going? What's it going to? Oh, it's coming straight back down out over here to be turned into these things in order to make... What are we making here? Oh, we're making the lenses. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's all getting prioritized. By priority, it's coming out this way, and we can see now it's... Yeah, a little bits of it getting taken away. But I say actually... Yeah, there's a bit of flow coming through here, and this is... When I say a bit of flow, there's actually quite a lot of flow, because this is all quad stacked. Look at all the rockets taking off over there. That's quite cool. So we do have some deuterium we do have deuterium coming through. The problem is this green belt of it apparently not enough. Oh yeah, I'm very used to the old where's my bottleneck game. I've played that one a lot of times in Factorio. It's the Akshave where you go, okay, so I'm not launching rockets fast enough because I've run out of deuterium because I haven't got enough hydrogen because of this all the way up. Yes, the gas giant is generating deuterium and it's being brought over here as fast as possible. We're doing a remote demand here, but whilst it does generate some deuterium, it doesn't generate very much of it. So it's like 0.5% or something like that. Citation needed. Let's have a look at the actual numbers. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so no, it's 0.03 per second, which yeah, not very much. So yeah, there's a shortage of it. However, it's producing massive quantities of hydrogen, which is all being brought over here, and that's where we're getting the deuterium from. So I suspect what I need to do is essentially have another column like all of this, with more hydrogen being fed out into it. Or actually, or perhaps another. I could feed more hydrogen out onto this belt, perhaps. How stacky is it? And it's going in quad stacks. And oh, no, it's this belt is. I see an interesting problem. Scaramouche. Okay. So the problem is this belt is full. Okay, so I need to put in another belt along here. That actually is nice and easy to do. Let's count up machines. 2, 4. Ooh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 18, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So from here, if I cut it here, that's half of it. So pull this out, like that. And then we go, actually, I want you to go up like this, and then all the way along here like this. This will improve the throughput quite a bit. Okay, come along to at that height to here. Then you'll need to go up again in order to go over. What? Oh, up again in order to go over here, and then down to here. No, that was wrong. Oh, that was bad. I didn't want to go down. I just wanted to go down. Along here, that's ground level. Up 1, up 2, to here, and then to here, and then go down to ground level. Okay, we need to go over that first. Into there. Right, why is there nothing flowing along here? Oh, because that bit didn't get built. Build that bit. There we go. Right, okay. Oh, true, upgrade. Yeah, I haven't got any blue belts yet, but that's a good point. Having even more flowing through would be a help there. I don't want to spend too much time here, though, because these machines make a very disconcerting noise. Okay, so we've got a bit less than a full belt coming through now, and this one, presumably, once it empties all the machines out, will also be a bit less than a full belt. But I'd rather have a bit too much capacity than not enough, given that if the belt ever jams anywhere, all of the machines will stop running because the hydrogen stops going around, as you can see at the moment. There we go. Now it starts to flow again because we've finally got room on all the beltage all the way through. So now it's flowing again nicely. Although there still seems to be some gaps in it. It'll improve. Right, so this should increase the amount of deuterium we get through quite a bit. I'm going to let this settle down a little. How are we doing in here? So we've got 140. We've got 150 in here, or 160, which is unhelpful, but never mind. Because I don't know how much this is recovering, because it's all actually being taken over to one of these. Is it you? Yes. Okay, so we now actually do have a bit in there. So it looks like that kick I've given it has now brought this up to an amount where it's actually going to manage. So we've got about 480 in there at the moment. Let's come back over and have a look at that in a bit. But now, yes, we have a trickle of rockets coming through. It's not remotely enough to keep all of these silos happy, sadly. I might have seriously overspec'd with the number of these that I've built. But I didn't know. A blue belt's twice the speed of green belts. I was assuming they'd only be 50% faster or triple. Oh wow, they're a lot faster. Okay, that's kind of worth doing. Except getting hold of those blue things is a bit of a pain. But I do have them somewhere. So yes, I think that would be a worthwhile upgrade. In fact, there's some of them here. Look at that. There's plenty of them here. Are they getting put anywhere useful? No, they're just getting looped back. You guys are both full, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. Are we deuteriuming as fast as we want to? No, actually, even with all of that, even though we've now got enough deuterium coming into the tower to keep some flowing, it's not remotely enough to keep these machines happy. So I think I'm going to need to put a stacker in here. Just to get twice as much down that. Upgrade that. Put some more of that into there and out back to there. There we go. And oh yes, you need power if you're going to actually do the stacking, which is the whole point of you. There we go. So now we have double. Now that's twice as much coming through. Question is, can this keep up? It's got over 1,000, but I have now just boosted the amount we're pulling through it. So 1,100. Yeah, I think this might be all right. Maybe. It's yeah. This seems to be fairly balanced with the amount that's being brought in, so that seems to be okay. And that, I suspect, given this seemed to have been the limiting factor, is probably going to double the number of rockets we get through. I probably do. Yes, I was thinking I do want 4 on quad stacked, but I don't think my deuterium production over there is going to like that. You see, it's all gone now. We're Yeah, and if we look at the tower, this is where it's all going to. It's basically staying steady at about 1,100. It is going up very, very slowly, but if I double the amount that's being pulled through, that's not going to be happy. So I'm going to need to upgrade the deuterium first. So I think that's going to be a case of, well, let's pull out some of these blue things and start chucking them in a tower and go off and try and make blue belts somewhere. But that shouldn't be too difficult. Tower. So if I put that here, you're going to need local bots, I think. You're going to take in... I don't even know what those blue things are called. Supermagnetic rings. Okay, so you're going to take those in. You're going to get them from here. This is specifically the end of the belt here, because that's where... If they've got to there, then we know we don't actually need those particular ones. Bring us up here and put it in there. I may tap other stuff off here as well, if I feel the need later. Which is why I built it up like this, with plenty of room for more stuff to go into it. Now I think we'll only take 2,000 off here. We've got the drones in there, right? So now I can go back over to where I'm making the belts and start making blue belts as well. I don't want to make I don't want to just make blue belts. As it is, I'm not making yeah, over here basically. I want to start now taking the green belts from here, and ideally I'd stick in another assembly machine and box and so on, all those sort of things here. But this is kind of in the way, so I guess I'll have to run a belt around the outside of it, which is a bit annoying. But let's pull up some more of these wind towers, because I don't need wind power anymore. I've got so much solar. If I can pull up those like that, I can have a belt come from here and then go this way. Come over here. Apparently go up again, because why not? And then go all the way down and across here. And I shall make blue belts over here. You are going to request a number of those blue things. Those things. I'm going to say we're going to ask for 400 of them, and you're going to have you demand them. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Yep, lots of spaghetti. Drone load. Yeah, that's on the other one, isn't it? I'll go over. I'll go and give that a kick in a minute. Okay, so over here we then need to put in an assembly machine, one of those, and a box. Box goes. Oop. Box goes there. Hat goes on box. Inserter goes from assembly machine to from there to there. From there to there. Right, there we go. And another one from there to. Goodness sake. Let's do the other bit while I'm waiting. So we'll have a also have a belt coming out of here, like this, with that stuff on it. See, I do learn gradually. Oh, goodness sake. All right, stay down, then go up, then go down again. There we go. Insert. Power would be a good idea here, wouldn't it? So I'll put in a pylon when it finishes saving. Here. Doop. And oh yes, I need to tell it what to do as well. That'd be a good idea. So I want you to make blue belts. Nom 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 nom. And then over here we'll exert as well. Doop. Right, there we go. Job done. Oh, limits. 2 stacks of that. Are you programmed properly? You are not programmed properly. You are to be programmed for blue belts, which is a building apparently. There we go. Why are you sad? Oh, damn it. Bucky sheets. I knew that was too easy. I would like you to also request Bucky sheets. I think there should be some on this planet somewhere. Not that many. Not that many. That many. Oh well, it'll do. Let's take out that pylon. And that doesn't seem to have mattered. Nice. Come out there, go up and over, around here, and down. No. Yes. That goes in there. Oh, I didn't program that. Bucky sheets. Oh, bots for the bot hat. That's a very good idea. Where are my fidget spinners? There they are. Have some bots. There you go. Right. Okay. That seems... Yep, that seems to be working nicely. Good. Let's go and think about deuterium in a minute. I'm going to need a couple of hundred of these, I think. So I guess we'll just say, bring me a couple of hundred blue belts. Might as well. At least 300. 300 seems like a number. And now I can head back over and start thinking about upgrades. Right, so this is this is a little bit of going to be a little bit of a faff to upgrade, but never mind. We'll start. Well, we'll start here, I guess, with the hydrogen coming out, and just work our way along forever, because there's a lot of these, and I have to click on every single one. Oh, I've run out. Oh no, I haven't. Now I've run out. Yeah, I think I was halfway through doing that one. Okay, so how many are on their way? 64. 113 point. Oh, I see. That's quite cool. The traffic capability. The closer I am to the to where they come from, the more it's capable of bringing out there. So there's a traffic capability tells me how many it's theoretically capable of bringing to me per minute. That's really cool. Oh, I thought I'd been brought more than that. Apparently not. Are they bringing what, like 2 each or something? Oh, the green ones are being brought out as well, maybe? Oh, I don't know. I don't have enough anyway, and I appear to have deuterium coming out of my crotch, which is a little bit weird if I'm being honest. So let's go. While we're waiting, let's go and see how the supply is getting on. See if it's still at about 1100 over here. You're not deuterium. You deuterium? Yes, there we go. Oh, it's got to 1300, so it is coming out slightly faster than it's going in, so that's nice. Nope, still not got any. I mean, I assume they're getting built and they're just on their way around the planet at the moment, and and there's bots coming in from all kinds of directions. Yeah, they're not being. Thing is, belts don't get built enormously quickly, so if you need lots and lots of belts, it's a little bit. The way I tend to work is I'll build up a supply of belts, and then go over and grab them all, and then come back and go, okay, I need some more belts, and go over and grab them all, and there'll be thousands ready for me. But when you've just made a load, it's not quite so good. So let's have a look at science now. I've probably got enough power to start doing that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, you're probably right. Well, I guess what I'll probably do is, if I go along there and if I notice gaps starting to form, then I'll know that one of them hasn't been done properly, so I can go back and give it a kicking. Let's get some more Dyson sphere height. So we'll do that science. Look how quickly it's going through. That's pretty good. It's going to take a long time, but it'll work. What's a Dirac inversion mechanism? This is nonsense. I can sense nonsense at a great distance. Right. Yes, that's very much nonsense, but never mind. So I can't do that without better. Can't do that without white. Can't do that without white. Haven't even researched the makings of white yet. Ooh, ray transmission efficiency. That would be nice. Let's have that one. Can I get the next one as well? I can. I can only get 2 more of them. In fact, I'd rather have those than the extra stress. So let's do those 2 first. Put those in the queue. Vertical construction. I don't really care about that at the moment. Sorter cargo stacking. Well, if I ever started using the better sorters, then that would be very useful. But that actually does sound vaguely useful, and that sounds very useful. Vein utilization is always definitely useful, and research speed I don't care about quite so much because it researches fairly quickly, and I think the limiting factor of my research isn't the research speed; it's how many science packs I can make. So, you think oh yeah, that sort of does seem to be a little overloaded, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right. That sort of can't keep up. Okay, well let's do a bit more upgrading and then head over there and sort it out and sort it out. Oh, that's a tight one. That's what she said. How many have I got? 254. Okay, cool. That might actually be enough to just finish this whole thing. Now I might need to upgrade the belts down the middle to blue as well, because these are more than twice as fast, and so that might mean more than twice as much deuterium coming out. Who knows? I'm not 100% sure I understand how the game logics these sort of things. Over here, are you blue? You're not blue. You're green. There we go. Right, that is now all blue all the time, all the way through, I hope. So, except it's not, because that's not moving constantly. Yeah, you might have been right, Flauros. It's possible they're not actually going flooding through quite as quickly as they should be. It's kind of hard to tell. The speed of these belts is so high that I can't really tell whether it's flooding through at blue belt speed or not. I think it probably is, actually. I think the flickering I can see is actually just the rate that the hydrogen's going round at, if that makes any sense. Yeah, these are almost too fast. I can't tell what's going on. Oh well, never mind. It does seem to be producing the deuterium at an acceptable rate now, so we're be quite happy about that. And it's all being flown over now. We've got yeah, lots of these flying it over into here, where we now have 2,500. Right. So now I think that means it's probably time to then. You know what? Actually, the easiest way. Oh, here's what I can do. If I take that and put one of those in there, and then do oh wait, upgrade that to blue, and then have blue go into there and come out of there. I think that should quad stack. Yes, it does. Yeah, there we go. Well, mostly quad stack anyway. So there we go. Now we've got four belts of deuterium going down here. And now if I do end up, why is it not painting at all? Is it going through so fast that the painter can't keep up? No, seriously, why is the painter not working? Oh, an area upgrade. That's an interesting idea. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably all right, Miles. I also think you're about 5 minutes behind on the stream, I'm afraid. You might want to bump the YouTube stream up to play back at 1.5 times speed until you get caught up a bit more. Uh, oh yeah, yeah, powers is sort of that 70% area. Ooh, that's a thought. Oh, interesting. Despite the extra building of the Dyson sphere and having all of those extra solar sails going off to go into these things, we don't seem to have really lost much. This is still going upwards. So we've got 100% satisfaction. Oh, that's also interesting. We've got 100% satisfaction here. Right. Now that's very interesting. We've got 100. Okay, power problems. Yes, you're probably right. So now, yeah, we've got 100% power satisfaction in space. So that means we've only got 75% down here. So that means we need more dishes, or we need to start putting the lenses into the dishes. Why the hell am I making lenses? I am. Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter where I'm making the lenses. I can just pull them in by through the magic of logistics. So if I fly up to the pole up here, then I can put down a tower like this, Bonk. And I can tell that to summon these things to like 1,000 of them. And I want to do a local demand, please. There we go. Those all fly over. And now I can put in a pylon like there we go. Yes, there we go. Right, and now I have to now try and find a way of finding a belt through all of this nonsense. I might actually just pull all of this up and rebuild it in a neater form. I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, lenses don't matter. Where the lenses come from doesn't matter because they're all on the logistics system. The wonders of logistics. Right, so let's do that. That's going to cause horrendous power shortages for the time being, but never mind, because I'm going to put down a lot more dishes. Or rather, I'm going to put down the dishes, but I'm going to lens the dishes, so they're going to be a lot more effective. And I'm going to fill in all this area here because I still have well over 1 million soil in my soil pile, so I can put down a lot of this stuff and not worry about it too much. Right, there we go. So now let's put some dishes down again. So dishes, put one right in the middle because why not? Ooh, can you pass straight from one dish to another dish? You probably can't put them close enough. I don't know. But if I get the dishes so they're all on the all lined up neatly along the tropic lines, then I can feed power through to them with a single belt that just runs all the way around the outside. So that's going to be much better. Let's go like that. Then we have a belt. We need to put in a belt next. It's too close. Around here. Around here. Around here. To here. And I'll feed the stuff. I'll feed the things onto it somewhere when I work out how. You can't pass them through. Okay, thanks. I can't remember what I said. I know it was that's what she said, but I can't remember why. Another one? Ooh, another one. Another one? No. Just there then. And then round here. And like a foundation. Ah, good. That's going to help as well with my power problems because the array transmission efficiency, is going to increase the amount of power each dish generates just inherently. A little bit more. There we go. See, I am gradually learning how to play this game properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so that actually is more than I had before, so that should be good. So I need to run a belt round here. Like this. No, keep going round. There we go, like that. And up to here. And I need to also snake one through here like this. Can this be done? It can. Excellent. This one's going to need to have a splitter on it. Chuck in a splitter. Splitter. That's not a splitter, that's a box. That's a splitter. Splitter goes there. Export to there, and export to there. And then belt goes from here to here, and we are going to output lenses. Hang on a minute. Have I even done the research that lets me do this yet? Oh. So you're saying that would make sense. So you're saying I can't do this? You're right. I can't do that. Damn it. That's annoying. So what I actually need to do here is put in loads of these. That's really quite annoying. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's going to fit. Oh, it does. No, it's going to fit, but I'm not going to put the lenses in. So this is going to have to be that bit further out. So all of that goes. All of that goes. And that. And that. And that. In fact, this belt in here is going to be in the wrong place as well. Get rid of all of this. You know what? Let's proof of concept this first. So take the belts from here. Make sure it's actually working. So I'll put that in there, and then this goes in like that. That seems to have worked. Excellent. I don't know why that one's glowing so much more than it was before, but it seems to be working. It's got a gravitron lens in there and it's using it. Right, okay. So now I just need to put these in front of all the machines. Yeah. Yeah, that would be easier, wouldn't it? Actually, better idea than that. Let's put the belts in. Actually, no. I'll link the belt. Because it's not going all the way round, I'll link the belts in afterwards. That bit. Give me that. Oh wait, I'm going to need to delete all the other ones. Why does it go blue if it won't let me put it there? Will it let me put it there? It will. There we go. And I can't put one there because there's no space. Okay, good. Oh, I suppose that's a possibility. Yeah, nice thought, Gort. I hadn't considered that. Yeah, I'm halfway through doing this now, so. But maybe for the other ones, actually, that might be better because it'll be slightly. I feel like it'd be slightly more compact. It'd certainly be cheaper to build. Right, you. There. What? Just build into the damn splitter. What? Why is this difficult? What's going on here? Why are you not accepting a belt into this splitter? What? Let me do. I don't understand this game sometimes. Okay. So I can build to there and then I can build to there, but I can't go all the way in one go. Okay. Oh, and I need another splitter here. Yeah. I would make one splitter feed two receivers, but there's the problem with that is that I'm too close to the pole, and therefore if I try and have the belt go from if I try and line them up, I'm either going to waste a load of space or it's just simply not going to work. Nubs, nubs, nubs. I don't know why I'm bothering to delete these. I suppose it's just to be tidy and to save a little bit of beltage. Then over here, yes, I need another one coming out of here. Like that. Then up here, right, so the suggestion was put in a bit of belt from there to there, and have them, and on the other side from there into there, and then have this main belt run up the middle, and use inserters like this. But I can't do it both ways because they've lined up. These ones have lined up, so that's not gonna happen. So this one is going to have to be a splitter. Possibly the next one where they're not lined up quite so neatly won't need to be a splitter like this, but we shall see how it goes. That's those two. Building in here is difficult. It's rather tight and confusing. Yeah, over here we should be able to do it again. Do that. Feed in like this. I should check this actually works, come to think of it. Oh, and I should, link that from there. But I think this should be okay. So I can have an inserter like... I can't have an inserter like that because up yours, that's why. Because the game hates me, mostly. Oh, yep, that's in the right place. Okay, so let's start again, basically. So I'm just going to put splitters in everywhere because this just isn't working. Put one there. Hopefully that'll be able to get both of them. And there. And there. What's on the? There's nothing on the outside of this one. Okay, cool. Yep. I'm not sure how well I'm lining these up. It's very hard to see what I'm doing from this angle. Right, let's try that. So, belts. Belt goes in there. Also, belt comes out of there. Belt comes from there into there. And from there into nowhere. There to there. And into there. And into there. There into there, which is difficult for some reason, and to there. Oh, and there isn't one on the other side. So we can think, oh, now we've got room where I can see what I'm doing. I put that splitter in the wrong place, but never mind. I'm just gonna roll with it. One on the outside? No. Splash. Don't fall in the water. Naughty Meg. Goes on to there, and feed into there. And then to there, and there, and there. And I think I must be nearly there. Goes to... Oh, come on. Just go in the bloody thing. There we go. Right, there we go. All the way around. That was awkward. But probably, potentially worth it. Ooh. From here... I missed one. Come up here. Like this, and go in there. Right, there we go. Now in a moment, yeah, there we go. Now they're all glowing nice and brightly. So we're really receiving loads of power here. Is it enough? I need to go and do the other pole as well. Is any of this even connected? Yes, it is over there. Wait a minute, that's not even connected. Yes, it is. Yeah, okay, we're now at 100% satisfaction. Good, or more than 100% satisfaction. Phew. That has fixed it. As I say, I need to go off and do exactly the same thing at the other pole as well, but I'll give that a moment. Yeah, building. Yes, I've noticed the feeding belts into feeding belts into machines is often a little bit weird. Oh well. Right. Good, that seems to solve my power problems now. If we look at here, how we're doing, we've got 100% satisfaction here as well. And not by a huge amount, but there is 100% satisfaction just. And notably, we've now started. Oh, we finished a space up here and here and here. So we're now starting to pull in. Oh, and over here as well. Lots of top ones been finished. So we're now starting to pull in lots of the sails from the swarm. So that's going to be fine because what we've got here at the moment is producing all of the power I need, and it's only going to get, with the rate we're launching them out, it looks like most of them are still going into the swarm and staying there. So we are just going to get more and more power. So things are only going to get better from here. I could probably stand to be launching more rockets out here and starting to build up more sections of sphere. Yeah, this seems to be. I feel like this is going well, which is rather nice. Let's look at some of these ones that are doing quite well. I don't think any of these are actually finished yet. What about you? Oh, yes, this one is finished. I don't know how you tell looking at it because it looks exactly the same as this one. But no, actually, no, take it back. No, it's not the same because it's built up here and across here and across here, whereas this one's only built across there and across there. It hasn't built up here yet, so that's why this one still needs another 40 structure points to be brought out to it. Is it? Yeah, you're right. The shell is more. Yeah, it's more than 10% of power generation. You're quite right. So yes, building the shell up now is going to make massive differences to this. It's going to build up enormous amounts of power. And be a far better way of doing it. So as we launch more of these things into the shell, then eventually we can potentially stop worrying about how big the swarm is and just go right, pour everything into the shell. It's great. It's working really well. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, I'd say that's going very well indeed. Phew. Right, now let's go back and have another look at the how the rocket launching system is faring. We've got a rocket just going, so that's a pretty good sign. There's a lot of stuff flying around my planet, isn't there? Oh wow, and yeah, this is a very pretty game. Look at the stream of the solar sails coming out from Silly to go into the swarm, and then of course all of the bits of the actual shell itself that are being built up there. That's really nice. Ooh, and there goes a logistics vessel to go off to goodness knows where. So yes, over here we are building up the rockets. We are launching them as quickly as we're making them, which is good. Our limiting factor. Oh, we've run out of deuterium. No, we've run out of. Yes, we've run out of deuterium completely. How come? What's going on down here? I mean, it's flickering around there properly quickly. That I guess it's just that we're using it up faster than we're making it. Oh, damn it! I pressed the wrong button. All right, I'll go over there and have a look. Since if I try and zoom in and close all the windows that are telling me information I don't need right now, I'm just going to end up doing things wrong. So let's go over there and have a look at it. Yeah, I'm assuming I assume that at some point, yes, the Dyson sphere will start to block out the sun because that's how science works, how light works. You can't shine through things. Although I don't know, it depends. If the solar sails are only absorbing n% of the light that lands on them, and some of it is able to get through, then maybe it would just make the sun a little bit dimmer all the time, and maybe that's an acceptable compromise to get unlimited free power. So okay, we've got 1200 on its way in. Presumably that's coming from the gas giant. So that's nice. I appreciate that. Over here, right. So what's going on? What's going on here is my question, because we've got deuterium pouring in at a rate here, but presumably it's also pouring out to the other side at the same rate. Yes, so we are currently... because I've just started using the lenses for other stuff, we've got a massive amount of catch-up to do on producing those. And we have 9,500. It's going up reasonably quickly, so... Yeah, okay. I've just pulled out 1,000 of them or whatever it was to fill up the system over there, and it's catching back up again. So that means so that's where all the deuterium has gone. It's all going into making these lenses. I guess I need more deuterium basically. This planet is terrible for deuterium. It produces 0.03 per second. What if are there gas giants in other? Well, obviously there are gas giants in other systems, but are there ones in other systems that would be good for this? So, deuterium 0.04. That's about the same. Only hydrogen from that one. No gas giant there. There's a sulfuric acid ocean there. That's worth knowing about, but no deuterium. Hydrogen 0.04. 0.04. None. I'm starting to think I'm going to need another bigger hydrogen processing facility that just turns the hydrogen into deuterium, because yeah, we get some out of here, but it's 0.03 or 0.04 a second per thing. You're exactly right, Alexander. That's where it's all and Doopy, you're spot on. And Mile, everybody's told me it's a everybody's told me it's the it's the lenses being made. Yeah, you're spot on. Exactly right. I'd forgotten that I used the deuterium up. Oh yeah, I think you're right that that those rates for gas giants are are normal. I haven't been shortchanged and given a crappy gas giant, but it's not going to be enough to actually produce the deuterium at the rate I need. So yes, what Alexander says is pretty much what I'm thinking. I'm going to need to make more of these on somewhere else, probably on another planet, because this one's kind of full, just to generate the massive quantities of deuterium I appear to need. Now this isn't using up all of the hydrogen that's going through. It's using up most of it, to be fair. These look like they're mostly single stacked. I've just had a thought. Because of what's going on here, the way this works, because I'm feeding all this back into here, a lot of this hydrogen is going back through the system, probably single stacked. So what I should do here is actually cut this here, and then go from here, feed this back into here, like that. Now it's going to be even worse now. We're going to be, because of the stacking theories of it. Is this all blue? But if I now have more outputs of the hydrogen here, I should be able to. Yeah, exactly. So the point is, if I bring it back into the tower and then start stacking it on the way out and combining them again, then I should be able to get more stacking going on. I reckon I can get more throughput. Let's see if I'm right. So I put one of those there, one there, and I can't do my normal tricks with using a better type of belt to get more throughput, unfortunately. But I can bring this along here, up one, along here, and in here. I need to then set a filter here for hydrogen, and I need to put a power pylon in there. So now, goodness knows what we're getting here. This should, if my theory is correct, should increase the amount of hydrogen that's going through. Actually, this should be double stacked coming through here, which is now unnecessary and pointless. It's really hard to see what's going on with all these really fast belts. Yeah, no, that's fine. The splitter is now. So I've got the. I don't need the splitter priority. I can turn that off, like that. Because I've got the hydrogen going back into the tower. So in theory, I can now have multiple quad stacks of it coming out. Except I don't have enough room in the bloody tower for all this, for any more of this. This hydrogen here is wasting a belt space. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off here, like that. I'm going to put in another two of these, like this. Basically, the more of these I can put in, the more hydrogen I can get on the belt. Because I don't think the belt was fully stacked or going through. I think it was dropping down to being. I think it was stacked much lower, and therefore we weren't getting as much through as I wanted to. So I bring that up, and up. There we go. Across here, and then down, and I cut here and put in another, and put in a splitter. I shall. Oh, I could put this like this. That works. I shall investigate the splitter that apparently looks wrong in a moment. No, up. That apparently looks wrong in a moment, because at the moment I'm trying to get my head around what I'm doing here. Down in there. Right. This one, yep, you're already up, so we bring that straight in. You mean collide with other... up. There we go. Go in the top way like that. Right, so we've now got a bit more going through there. So, that... Yeah, we've now got 3 outputs, both all going through double... Yeah, that's true, yeah, that's... Oh, that's showing an orange light, I think there's a belt in here that's wrong. Yeah, I think there's a belt in here somewhere that's the wrong speed. So let's reattach that. There we go. Yeah, there was a yellow belt in there somewhere, which certainly was not helping. But now, I reckon that should put in more... that should allow this to be stacked higher, which should mean I should get more deuterium out. We shall see if that's the case. But already, yeah, look, this bottom belt's full now, so that's increased the amount that's coming out there. Or it's nearly full. Yeah, I think that has helped. I also think that isn't actually necessary there. Let's just put a straight belt through there now. Yeah, I think this has given me a bit more. It's not a huge increase, but I think it is. I think it is nonetheless. It is a bit more. Have you filled up on lenses again? Yes, you have. You're full again now. Excellent. So all of this deuterium is now going to be being sent over to the other side. But yeah, those... I think those are higher stacks than I had before. I have to admit, I'm not really sure. But what's quite interesting is we're putting in basically solid all quad stacks here, and it seems to be all singles coming out again. So that does suggest that we're using... And some occasional gaps as well. So we are using up nearly all of the hydrogen that's going around here, which is quite impressive. Did I? No, I've relinked it. Oh, that one over there. Yes, you're right. There was one over there that I forgot about. Yes, this one. Let's bring this over. I'm going to have to join that onto this one over here. This is going to be a mess. How high? Yeah, that seems okay. Yeah, don't go away. I want to join onto there. Oh, I need to go further out because have I got a space in there? No, I haven't. Go a little bit further over this way. Stop trying to... Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to hold shift, aren't I? If I remember. Go across, and now will you go all the way down? All the way down to here. Yes, you will. Join onto there. I might have just downgraded all of this to yellow, which is a bit crap. Although that said, I may have downgraded it all to... Oh, that's another input that comes from I have no idea where. Oh, that's the output from over here. Okay, right, that's fine. I've joined 2 yellow belts together. I'm kind of okay with that. Let's speed it up a little bit though, and inside the tower as well. There we go. Okay. So that's some horrible spaghetti, but it has allowed me to drastically increase the amount of this coming through. The only problem is when the tower fills up. I didn't think of that. When the tower fills up, this belt will stop. But I suppose I could restack along here again and put it back into here. That's what I was doing before, and that was sort of a good idea. But the problem was, I think quite a lot of what was going along here wasn't fully stacked. Now it probably is. Yeah, the rate it's coming out should always be greater than the rate it's going in, so I think I should be alright with this. I'd like to pull this down a bit, but when you pull it down a bit, it stops the input belts, so that doesn't help. What I want to do is I want to have a way that says yes, bring it in by belt, but not in by but stop at 8,000 when it's coming in from the gas giant. But oh well. Oh, painting. That's an interesting idea. Um, yes, it will. It will stop that, and that is a problem I'm aware of, and I'm not quite sure what to do about. At the moment, there's more going out than there is going back in. So there's basically 4 belts going out, or 3 belts going out, 1 coming in. But yeah, that's exactly the problem I was just talking about, Alexander. Even when this fills up completely, if this fills up completely, then this belt coming in will probably grind. Will as you say grind to a halt, and the whole system might then have a crisis. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to have a crisis. I could put in a fluid tank here, and have that dump into the tower as quickly as possible. But the fluid tank might fill up. But I don't want to put it in here on a priority, because look, this belt is only stacked up to 1, and I don't want to be putting a 1 stack belt through there, because that cuts down on the amount of deuterium you can produce. So it's a weird problem. Yeah, I'm very much lacking circuit conditions. Would be nice. Putting a priority splitter in the loop. So yeah, as I say, I could feed this into there again, but I don't want to, because then I'll get the single stack hydrogen going through, and therefore less deuterium out. That's a possibility. I'm still worried that if I do that, I suppose yeah, if it's an emergency overflow, I'd want another way of getting it out from the stacker into from the tank back into the tower, though. Well, I suppose actually they could. The tank could feed out onto one of these belts with a priority, perhaps. That might work. Okay, yeah, let's put that in. I mean, you'd think that the rate it's all flowing through would mean that it would just work TM, but I know how fragile these sort of contraptions can be, so I don't entirely trust that sort of will probably just work kind of theory, because it probably won't. No, there to in there, like that, there to there. I mean, I appreciate having the research done, but I wish it wasn't quite so obnoxious when it popped up with its announcement. Alright, so prioritise that way. Prioritise from... No, not that one. Unprioritise that one. We'll prioritise the other one when we've got it. So, do I have a tank? Yes, I've got 2 of them. Awesome. So put that there. Then we put another 2 stackometrons here and here. And belt all this... No. All this together. Oops, went too far. Belt that into the bottom of there. Now we can say this is to prioritize the bottom one. There we go. So if there's any hydrogen in here, it will go to that one by priority. So I can now link that to there. And now, yes, the hydrogen will all go out that way if it possibly can. Yeah, that's a good shout, Tristan. So yeah, the hydrogen will all come out here and go in here if it possibly can. If it can't, then it'll go out and go into this tank as an overflow. But the system will then use the hydrogen coming out of this tank as a priority in this going into this inserter over what's coming back out of the tower. So I think that should keep everything working properly. Now over here we see that well, actually the hydrogen is being brought in to top it up, but it seems to be being used up fast enough that we haven't had a problem yet. So yeah, that's a good start. Yeah, that's true. I could put the other tank on top of it. No, I'll just hang on to it. I've got a reasonable amount of space in my inventory, so I'll just hang on to it. Because it might come in useful later. You never know. I'll put that deuterium in over here, though. So we are still... Oh, the lenses are going out over here to make... Ah, so the lenses are also being used to make... oh, green science. Right, okay, so because we're doing science, that's why the deuterium is still flowing out to make the lenses, to make the everything else. So there's still a massive shortage of it, despite all of this. Oh my god. True. Yes, the tank will unstack. But then it's getting restacked over here, so I think I'm probably alright with... Oh, I suppose, yes, if small amounts come through, then yes, we'll get little bits of shorter stacks coming through. Yeah, I can't do a lot about that, I don't think. I would quite like to paint the hydrogen into the system, but with the way it's flowing round and round and round and round and round and round in circles, I'm not sure I realistically can. I could replace this with a painter, I suppose, and then put the machine in over here somewhere. But then you'd get stuff getting painted several times over because it's going round and round and round. Would probably presumably get me 20% more deuterium out, I suppose. So, I'm not sure how to deal with that really, because as I say, it'll get multi-painted. Unless we, the way to deal with that would be to have a second tower where all the hydrogen pours out of it, gets painted, goes into another tower, and then you have the loop system, or something like that. So, yeah. Oh, does it? Oh, in that case, maybe it's worth having. Yeah, that was exactly what I just said, Tristan. I'm assuming you didn't. It's due to stream lag, but yes, it was exactly what I said. All right, let's paint this. Especially if there's paint like right here. Admittedly, it's not making it all. It's getting used up pretty quickly. I wonder why I ran out of paint. That's a concern. I don't get it. Maybe it doesn't actually, because it's not opening up any. It's not giving me any useful information there. Fractionator, that's this thing. Oh, here we go. As a material, if an item is sprayed with proliferator, it will speed up the production. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Given that the production is just by how fast stuff is going through it. Let's paint it and see what happens. See if we suddenly get loads more coming out. That's a chemical plant. Why can't I tell the difference between chemical plants and paint booths? Can I just put that in there? No, the paint belt is going past high up. That's really annoying. Oh, why did I build it like this? Because spaghetti, obviously, but... Yeah, I could fit... Maybe? Let's try this. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a splitter in here nicely, but... Oh, actually, no, don't do that. Better idea. Do a splitter in this configuration. The one that's only very occasionally useful, but actually sometimes when it is useful, it's very useful. Oh, just go into the next machine. You stupid thing. I don't want you to... Oh, it's because it's trying to go down. Alright, I'll let you off. No, it's just not sure what I'm trying to start. Ooh. There. Okay, right. It's the not being able to click on things because it's 3D that's causing me issues. There we go. Right. So now I've got more paint available down here. So I can have that come out like this. Go up one. And immediately collide with that bell. Oh, for goodness sake. I've spaghettied myself into a corner. Can I go up over this way? I can. Is that going to do any good? I don't know. Let's try. Come back over this way and then down again. And then over here. Oh, too far. Over here, like that. And then into... Where am I? Where am I even building? Right. Have you gone down? Why did you go down? I didn't tell you to go down. These belts, my God. Right, up. This is possibly the worst spaghetti I've ever spaghettied. There we go, now they've got arrows on them. Look at that! That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever built. It's... It's alright, there's plenty of room in here for me to put that spare paint out. Let's increase that a bit because it's clearly not bringing it through fast enough. There we go. Wow, do you see how fast that got through that paint? So does that presumably means my polar paint production facility is struggling to keep up. Yeah. I mean, we're making paint. Lovely, 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 lovely. It's just not very quick. And it's getting taken away as fast as it's made. Yes, that is, yeah. Some heinous spaghetti. Okay, paint has caught up now at least. That's obviously that 15 I chucked into the tower really, really helped. Okay, so I don't see any increase in the amount of deuterium on this belt, to be honest. All of that might have been a waste of time. I'm still slightly bothered by the noise those things make. just uncomfortably moist. Actually, maybe we are getting a bit more through actually, because this belt does seem to be backing up a little bit. I might have to upgrade. Yeah, let's upgrade these to blues because it does look like we are starting to have a little bit of a throughput shenaniganery on those. It does mean I'm not going to be able to tell very easily. Oh, it's going into this, so I need to do that as well. There we go. Where is this deuterium coming from? Oh yes, of course. Yeah, that's completely unnecessary, but never mind. Right, look at it come flying in. Is it... Oh. The question, actually, isn't fly away. The question is it now starting to generate enough to... Yeah, we've got a couple of hundred in there now, so it's enough that we're starting to get the robots coming over to get it. So we've got past the... And possibly... Oh no, we are still sciencing. I was going to say possibly because we've stopped using the science packs up, but it seems like we are now getting words difficult. Yeah, it's nearly end of stream time, which is why I'm starting to have struggle to put coherent sentences together. It's now coming in faster than it's not faster than it's going out, but faster than it's going out to be made into lenses, which was sort of the objective of what I was trying to do at that point. So now it's being brought over here. And where is it? Is it this one that's coming out of? No, this one. It's still a shortage. There's 280 on its way over, and then some will arrive and blip, it all just disappears. It comes out and, yeah, gets absorbed immediately into deuterium fuel cells. I mean, yeah, we're trying. Very, very trying. It is producing the deuterium fuel cells. We are producing rockets. The rockets are being launched. There is a stream of them leaving. It's not quite as many as I was hoping for when I started putting all of this together, but yeah. Yeah, consumable. I do like the idea of consumable molecules. Not specifically because I like the modules getting consumed, but because yes, it's very interesting idea, and it's more to the point, it's different to Factorio, and therefore that makes it inherently interesting and doing something different. Yes, I think you're probably right, Alexander. Next week is almost certainly going to be a deuterium planet because that seems to be my limiting factor now. I mean, I'm sciencing away at a sciencey rate. Is that or do I have all of the sciences to science with? Yes, all the sciences are sciencing nicely. So we're all my entire science towers. I've got these massive rainbow towers going on, so that's great. That's working well. Actually, maybe I could start doing things like increasing the speed that science is done at, because some of these things are potentially, yeah, because I'm using all of these a bit, or I could just put in another stack, to be honest. I could just copy and paste another stack of towers in a tower in here. But that would probably, well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I am obviously going to do those science researches at some point for completeness sake, but sure, let's purple, eh? Just cost purple. That seems weird. Oh, and white. So I'll chuck them in as well. We can science. We can see if the science goes faster as we faster up the science. That one's in the queue already. But I do feel like I've now done. Yes, there's two things left basically to do now. Finish off the Dyson sphere and do white science. So let's have a quick look at white science because I think I have a vague idea how to do that. Oh yeah, maybe some paint. That would probably increasing the paint further would be a good idea. Universe matrix. That's the next one. That's my white science packs, which are made but with using all of the other things plus. I'm guessing that's antimatter. Okay, so that'll be fun. I may invert some Diracs at some point. Yeah. Annihilation reactor. Oh, nice. Oh, I can make my own stars. Great. Good. Basically, yeah, antimatter annihilation power. Okay, I'm can't help feeling that generating the antimatter in order to destroy it to make energy from it is going to take more energy than you get from destroying it because physics. But never mind. Do 4,000 white science. I mean that doesn't seem so difficult. But yeah, well, I feel like I'm not. I'm not going to say I'm on the home straight because I think there's still a fair amount to do. But I think I'm not that far off. So yeah, it's going well. Right, it is 10 to 11, and I feel like I've kind of run out of momentum is probably a good way to put it. I've done lots and lots of stuff, and I feel like I've achieved a lot of stuff, but I've got to a natural break point. So rather than going, okay, you know what, let's go off and start up a deuterium planet, I'm going to go to bed. So how are we doing here? Ooh, this is going up. Nice. So we are actually are making the deuterium fast enough now. So that's really nice. That's really satisfying. Maybe I don't need to go off to a deuterium planet. I just need to go off to a paint planet. Maybe I need to start upgrading all of my paints to paint 3. How do you make paint 3? I think it was a bit horrific when I looked at it, but when I looked at it a while back, so my idea of what's horrific might have changed quite a lot. So it's paint 2 plus Bucky tubes. Okay, well, I feel like I've got quite a lot of Bucky tubes now. When I make the recap video, I'll fly off to the Star Warsian planets, have a look around there, and we'll see that and see how many Bucky tubes I actually have out there. Whether I do have a suitable supply of them to start thinking, yes, let's just make this into paint. That could be quite nice. We'll see. Oh, so the artificial stars are good for powering outposts. So are they essentially a way of storing energy in order to use it later, rather than being a where am I going? So a way of storing energy to use it later, rather than a way of actually generating energy, because that would make a bit more sense in my head at least. I'm going to put all this in here, and it's going to pour out as fast as I can put it in, almost. And then we'll see if this idea actually works for putting it back out onto the into the system. And it seems to actually, yeah. We are still getting stacks of 4 coming out here and going through and being prioritized up here. So that does look like it'll work for an overflow. Oh yeah, the stars are definitely the big power generators, yes. But Dyson's shell is, we're up to 365 megawatts, which is 15%-ish, just a bit over 15%. We are also this is getting going a bit crazy here. We've got far more energy than we need in it coming out of the solar sails. So I think what I'm going to do at this point, before I go, and I know I said I was about, that was it, and I'm going to go. It wasn't going to be one more click. I'm going to put in a few more of these things that are requesting these solar sails, because I can come in here. I can do some more drawing now, like this. How long can these go? I don't actually know. Well, we'll stick with that sort of size. That seems reasonable, and we'll start building out down here as well. And turn all of these into start demanding a lot more solar sails be put into the shell like this. It occurs to me I'm doing this on a very much on a grid basis when I'm building on a sphere, but never mind, I don't care. Right, so I'm going to blip, 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 blip. Ooh, this patch is nearly finished. Well, the panel in the middle is nearly finished. There's quite a lot of there's still quite a lot of extra rocket launches needed to build up the framework around the outside, but it's coming on very nicely. I'm just gonna build up a lot more of this just to get it going. No, like that. And yeah, to use up all of the solar sails that are being launched, because at the moment it's excessive, and they're kind of being wasted because they're just sitting there in space, and we don't need them to be generating power because we've got enough power. So I think much better to do this like that, and right, that'll do. That's at least built up a nice big area that can mix. Oh, actually, I could do around the bottom of here as well. Okay, I know I said I was going to finish, but I've got distracted, as is my way. Doop, 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 doop. Build this around here. It's a little bit slapdash, I know, and there's lots of bits that are different. There are bits that are different shapes to other bits, and I apologise for that, but deal with it. You know what? Actually, I don't think I need one in the middle. Well, maybe maybe I need one in there. In fact, what happens if I try and make that into a? Oh, okay. You don't need quite as many of these as I thought. Right. Okay. There we go. We've got a nice big area of waiting for waiting for solar sails now, so we'll be able to pour oodles and oodles of these out. Downgrade the output belt from 6 seconds. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Tristan. Actually, yeah, okay, I'll do that in a moment. But I'm having a little bit of a think and a recap first. So yes, we have now a nice big area. I kind of want to join those together because I haven't. Yeah, I've got a nice big area here generating all the power I could possibly need. Well, or at least it will eventually generate all the power I could possibly need. If I do that, can I then paint the colours? No, a shell too large. Okay, I thought it probably would be. What if I do this? Ooh, and that. Shell too funny a shape. Boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, so I've got a nice big area of my Dyson shell planned out, and that's going to get built up over as the rockets launch, and we're ripping out all of the loads and loads of solar sails now because we've got so many of them going in here. We've got 150% satisfaction pretty much here, so we've got loads and loads of power available. Let's try and get more of it put more of these solar sails put into the Dyson shell. That's good. So that's going well. I could always turn some of these off, I suspect, later if I realise I'm starting to have power problems. So did that, messed around with the deuterium quite a lot. I went off to another solar system and started making to get the crystals in order to make the parts for the solar sails, so I could make those really fast. Basically, all of this stream has been about that's pretty has been about making the solar sails faster to get out of the power crisis I was having and to start building the Dyson sphere a bit up, Dyson shell up properly. So yes, I'd say that's going really well. It's been a really good stream. I feel like I've got loads done. It's been loads of chat as well. So thank you all of you guys. That's been great. It's been good having you all along. I have no idea if you can tell the cannons to only launch at certain times. That would be worth knowing though. What do you think the rest of chat is that a thing we can do? Can we say only launch when there's an actual good use for them? So yes, thank you very much for coming along to the stream. There'll be a catch-up video on Sunday to where I'll talk about what I've been up to this stream and all the goings on that have been happening. And of course there'll be another stream next Wednesday. Next Wednesday's stream will be the last one for a little while because the week after I'm going to be busy all week, so there won't be any streams that week. But next week the Monday Factorio Space Exploration stream will happen as normal, and so will the Wednesday Dyson Sphere program stream. There's various other videos coming out here and there. Oh, okay. So Flowros says no. I'm going to take your word for it because you're probably right. You have been mostly so far, so I'm happy to believe you. what else is happening on the channel? Right, there was a Factorio trains related video came out yesterday. If you're not a supporter, if you are a supporter, it came out a week ago. So that's if you're just starting to play Factorio and you want to learn a bit about train scheduling, that's a good video for that. There is a GTA video coming out tomorrow. There's one with Max as the prey tomorrow, and one with me as the prey coming out if you're a supporter tomorrow. So supporters get all the videos a week early, except for the catch-up ones, and of course the catch-up videos for Factorio coming out at the weekend as well. Please check out the channel sponsor, treefoil.be. Use the code LaurencePlays to get 20% off your first month. And come along and join the Discord if you want to chat with us. And yeah, just generally join in, become a supporter, join in the chat, all that sort of stuff. I think that's everything I have for you tonight. As I say, it's been a great stream. There's been some lots of deuterium, lots of solar sails, and a nice pretty Dyson sphere starting to grow up here in orbit. And oh, look at all those solar sails streaming out to fill up all those areas I've just requested it to start building. That's fantastic. And thank you, Tristan. Thank you for putting in the Discord links. Yeah, I have to admit, Dyson Sphere program much prettier game than Factorio. I do like the look of it. It does a lot of things it does a lot of this pretty stuff very, very well. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Well, I won't see you tomorrow, but you'll see me tomorrow in the GTA video, and I hope maybe on the Discord and on the videos at the weekend and Monday. Oh look, actually this goes back to what I was saying earlier. So you're not going to be completely in the shade because these solar panels do let quite a bit of sunlight through. I say quite a bit. It's probably about 20%. So okay, it would be a bit dark and get a bit cold on the planet, but it's trying. It's doing its best. Right, I'll leave it at that. So, thank you once again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.